brought that up, because now I planted that seed in your head.
This may be one of the toughest tickets to get your hands on in the state of Alabama football history. Tonight, defending champions in Class 6A, the Oxford Yellow Jackets taking on defending 7A champ, the Thompson Warriors, live from Warrior Stadium in Alabaster. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tommy Wood, along with Mickey Shaddricks, as we get set for high school football Saturday night edition. And Mickey, when you talk about great games, this one has all the makings after a much-anticipated offseason. Looking forward to a great night between two great programs.
That's right, Tommy. These two teams, as you mentioned, defending state champions. They are contenders again this year in their respective classifications. And both teams are going to know a lot about each other after this night is done because, Tommy, this is iron versus iron in this one tonight.
Going to be a great matchup, and we've got some tremendous athletes taking part tonight in this ball game. Tell us about the guy leading the Oxford way.
Well, we're going to start with wide receiver Rock Taylor. He's got all the measurables at 6'2", 212. But, Tommy, what really stands out about Rock Taylor, he plays wide receiver with a linebacker mentality. As a matter of fact, he could play any position on the field. Cranks his own motor every time out. Never takes a play off. That's a coach's dream right there for sure.
On the other side, the Thompson Warriors are led by an outstanding linebacker. He's only a junior, but, man, everybody's after this guy.
Jeremiah Alexander really emerged last year as a sophomore. Check out these stats. 118 tackles, 25 for loss, 8.5 sacks. Number one recruit in his class, offers from everywhere. But, Tommy, he's already committed to Nick Saban in Alabama. That pretty much tells you all you need to know about his high ceiling.
Well, you got plenty of great athletes going head-to-head. It's game one. It's been a crazy offseason for both of these teams. Mickey, let's talk about the Full Moon Barbecue keys to this game.
Well, let's start off with the Oxford Yellow Jackets. And the first one falls under the category of no-brainer. Get Rock the Rock, enough said. Second key for Oxford, Tommy, they pretty much lost every starter on the defensive front last year. So coaches will be keeping a close eye on that unit early in this game tonight. Meanwhile, for Thompson, they're going to look to establish the run with Jarrett Crockett. Crockett played a lot last year, but will be taking on an even bigger load at the running back position this year. And the Thompson secondary will be tested. When you talk about senior quarterback Trey Higgins back, along with the aforementioned Rock Taylor, this Thompson secondary is going to be tested tonight.
Folks all over the state are ready to watch this one. It's a special Saturday night edition of Drum & Company Friday Night Rivals, presented by Ox Foundations on WOTM.
Uneven floors got you rolling? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
Without our contest officials, we would have no contest. I truly encourage our parents to be a shining example of sportsmanship regarding our contest officials and setting an example for everyone, as well as coaches and fans across this state, to treat our officials with respect.
Welcome back to this special Saturday night edition of Drum & Company's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Ox Foundation Solutions. Tommy Wood along with Mickey Shandricks. And, you know, Mickey, again, the offseason, so many things going on. But one thing remains the same. These two teams have amazing coaches. When you talk about Keith Etheridge, great success wherever he's been.
You know, Oxford, the history of Oxford football has been a lot of success, Tommy, even back to 3A days and 5A, of course, the 3 state championships. When they went to 6A, they kind of just hung around on the fringe until last year. Keith Etheridge came on the scene. Oxford goes 14-1, comes from behind to defeat Spanish Fort and Auburn last year to win their first ever 6A state championship. And Tommy, you kind of feel the momentum heading into this year in Coach Etheridge's second season.
On the other sideline, a great coach as well, Mark Freeman, same story. His 5th season at Thompson, 251 wins. How about an 80.4% winning percentage? He's an incredible job at Thompson.
They've been 35-4 the past 3 years under his tutelage, and of course played in the last 2 7A state championship games. Everybody talks about Hoover, Tommy, when you talk about big boy football in Alabama, but you know what? There's another name in the conversation clearly now.
There's another thing going on tonight, too, we want to talk about. It's called the Go Gold Bowl. This is what this game is all about, and it's being played on this Saturday night. The Go Gold Bowl is a way to raise awareness. It's a way to raise funds, and it has such a great cause, and it's going to childhood cancer, children's hospitals, so many great charities in and around the state of Alabama.
Really a neat aspect to this game tonight, and obviously, as you mentioned in the open of the game, this was the hottest ticket in week 1. I don't think there's any question about that. So it is a great matchup. Credit both of these teams and these coaches and schools for being willing to do this, because a lot of teams don't want to play this kind of competition right out of the gate in week 1, especially in this environment that we're in with the pandemic. So again, overall, great cause, great matchup, great atmosphere tonight at Thompson. 2
defending state champions going head-to-head here in Alabaster, and we'll get things underway. A little pooch kick over here to the near side, going to be fielded outside the 20-yard line, across the 25, out to about the 28-yard line. That's where Oxford will start. First down and 10, returned there by Camden Etheridge. Look at your starters here for this Oxford offense. When they come out, it is hard to miss number 4. We've talked about Rock Taylor. You talked about the linebacker mentality. He's got a linebacker's body as well on the outside. And there's the guy up front we want to talk about a little bit, number 75 there. We'll talk about him. But Trey Higgins, what a career he has had. He's committed to play baseball at Mississippi State, now getting a lot of football interest as well. 6'4", 205, and he was injured in that state championship game last year with an ankle injury, but he'll get the call here tonight, obviously back for his senior campaign.
It is a luxury, Tommy, when you've got experience back at the quarterback position, and that is a big reason why Oxford is a preseason number 1 to defend their title in 6A this year.
Been starting since the 10th grade for the Yellow Jackets, and you see the diamond set to the left there. He'll pump fake, then got pressure immediately, goes to the right, and just going to have to get rid of that. He tried to hit Warren Brent, but there was just nowhere to throw that football and the pressure all over him. But you look at this Oxford lineup, a couple of names we want to mention as we check it out. Of course, we talked about Higgins. Siose getting his first start at running back. They had J.B. Carlisle last year, and now Siose comes in there. He's put on a lot of weight since his 10th grade year, bigger and stronger, but he is. They're going to have to rely on him early to try to get some things going out of the backfield.
And he's got good size as well, 6'2", about 200 pounds. So he definitely appears to have the physical presence needed to play running back at this level.
And Joyner, the lineman we were looking at there a moment as well, 6'3", 330, only a sophomore. You see him there at right guard. But Sanderson, Pilkington, Joyner, Kirksey, and Robbins across the front. Now on second down, move it back to the 16-yard line, called to bringing it back is going to be Higgins, and he'll go to Siose. Not a lot there. And you look at the defense there for Thompson. They come up big, and looking at the defensive line there, Green, Woods, Hambright, and Stewart. Linebacking core, Riddle, Van Zandt, I should say, a great linebacker. Jeremiah Alexander, the other linebacker, and the secondary of Shade, Shipman, Mitchell, and Edwards. And that's your full moon barbecue Thompson Warrior defense. Moving in the interior, long snap count. Going to get a jump there. I believe going to be Peter Woods going into the neutral zone right over the center. Of course, coaches always love it when the nose guard jumps off flag.
Yeah, hard count. Got the penalty against Thompson. How about the variety of formations we've already seen from the Oxford offense here on this first possession of the game?
So you go from 3rd down and about 12 to now 3rd and 7, so more of a manageable 3rd down for this Oxford offense. Over that 3-4 defense from the Warriors. And the fake from Higgins to Rock Taylor, and then coming forward for only a couple yards. He stopped right there. Little zone read. They faked the speed sweep and just nothing there because this penetration is coming through from the defensive front for Thompson here on this first drive.
Yeah, Greg Green, the senior defensive end. Good-looking player, 6'4", 250. There you see him on your screen. What we saw in this first series, Tommy, is the Thompson defensive front getting a lot of penetration.
Every play it seems like they are in the backfield, so a big 3rd down right here. Trying to reach the 31 to keep this drive alive. As Higgins will quarterback keep on the right-hand side, dives close to the 30 and looks like the knee is down right at the 30-yard line. It would appear the Yellow Jackets are going to be shy by about a yard.
Yeah, Higgins pleading for a better spot. We'll get another look at it here, just a design quarterback keep, and Higgins showing his dual threat ability there. And that was a very difficult spot, but from what we saw a moment ago, it appears to be about a yard short.
Yeah, it looked like the side judge came in and put it right on the 30-yard line. And Higgins still on the field on this 4th and 1. Coach Keith Etheridge going to bring them to the line. You see the play clock there at 19, 4th and about a yard. Jackets at least lining up as if they're going to go for it. Look to the sideline, change the play here. Still got plenty of time on the clock, and they will go for it. Handoff on the left side, not going to get there. They tried to run Rodriguez Elston to the left side, and that Thompson defense gets the stop. And what great field position here early for the Warriors.
And again, penetration, we talked about it a moment ago, Tommy, and you see 3 Prattville defenders in there right away. Joey Novak and also number 12, Jax Van Zant in there. And again, penetration by the Thompson defense. To me, the story of this first series for the Oxford offense.
4th and 1, Jackets go for it deep in their own territory and turn it over. And our first look at Connor Harrell, quarterback for Thompson. We'll see a couple of quarterbacks back there for the Warriors. He'll get the initial start as he will give up the middle and breaking through a big gain of 5-10, spinning inside the 20-yard line down to the 19-yard line as Crockett. Great run. And that now we enter into the First Bank of Alabama red zone as we get sent and first down there actually, and they will pick it up. A good run, and actually that is number 25 instead of Crockett. That is DJ Lewis. They'll flip it to the outside. Hurry up offense, and being pushed out of bounds is going to be Trey Roberson. He'll be butted out at about the 11-yard line. You see this Warrior offense, they want to go fast.
Yeah, they're coming out with some pace and a little momentum created by that 4th down stop by their defense.
Here early, they're knocking on the door. Ball marked outside the 11. It's 2nd down and a long one. The give, Lewis inside the 10. He will dive into about the 8-yard line, and that's good for a First Bank of Alabama first down for the Thompson Warriors.
Nice job that time by Tucker Starling, the senior defensive lineman, one of the new guys up front on this Oxford defense. Had a blocker all over him, was able to make the tackle.
That is Crockett on that carry. Got 26 and 25 back there. So Crockett sets up Thompson first down and goal. We Crockett again, right side, 5, bounces off and walks into the end zone. Tough running that time, and the score, and it's a Farmers and Merchants Bank touchdown for the Thompson Warriors.
What a statement here in this first quarter by Thompson. Again, give credit to the defense. That 4th down stop created some momentum, and the offense came out, and Tommy, they didn't waste any time. Hard running that time by Crockett. He would not be denied. Physical run there, and the Warriors on the scoreboard first here at home.
He had 10 touchdowns last year. He starts it off pretty quickly here in 2020 with a score. Crockett gives Thompson a 6-0 lead. 9:05 left here in the first period. You know, you look, and it's such a the guys up front getting it done on both sides for the Warriors. Extra point is up and good, and the Warriors will take a 7-0 lead. This is a special Saturday night edition of Drummond Company Friday Night Rivals presented by Ox Foundations on WOTM.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. Ox Foundation Solutions will come up with the right fix for you. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong.
Welcome back in. It's a Saturday night edition to the Drummond & Company Friday Night Rivals presented by Ox Foundation Solutions. And you know, Mickey, we're talking here to break. Thompson in the middle there in the trenches right now. They are really taking it to Oxford here early. I know it's early in the game, but right now you're seeing their strength up front.
Well, you've been around this a long time as well. You've heard coaches talk about games are one up front, one in the trenches. And obviously we got a long way to go. We're only about 3 minutes into this game, but so far so good when it comes to the trench game for the Thompson Warriors.
Yeah, they are having their way on the defensive front, and then that offensive drive was just power football. And you see Coach Keith Etheridge there trying to get his troops figured out what they can do offensively and try to make some things happen as they trail 7-0 here early to the Warriors. Tommy Wood and Mickey Shadricks with you. Glad to have you tuned in all over the state of Alabama. Number 1 Oxford in Class 6A and number 1 in Class 7A, the Thompson Warriors. Trevor Hardy kick it off, and he'll pooch it again. Etheridge will field it, try to get around the 30-yard line. He's going to be caught from behind, and he will be dropped there. And that is going to be Hambright. Check that. That is Trey Roberson on that stop as he'll get the tackle inside the 30-yard line. So they're not going to kick it deep. It would appear early here from Thompson. They're just going to give it to about the 30-yard line, and that's where Oxford will start here with their second drive.
And an aggressive approach right out of the chute. We go back to that 4th and 1 at your own 40. Coach Etheridge says, you know what? His first game of the season, we're playing the defending 7A state champs. We're on a statewide stage tonight. We're going to go for it. We're here to win the game. It didn't work out, but a very aggressive move early in the game for Coach Keith Etheridge.
First down and 10, and a flag comes in. That judge there looks like he's looking in the Oxford backfield. And it will be illegal procedure. Going to move it back 5 yards. So if you're not getting that push in the trenches here early, you sure don't want to give up 5 yards here on this second drive.
Yeah, tough way to start this second possession after what happened on the first. So now you're 5 yards further behind the chains.
Okay, Trey Higgins, quarterback, facing the first down and 15. He will throw it deep and too tall. Had a man open there. Looked like he was breaking free in the slot. That is Daly, and Higgins just a little too tall for him. And we'll communicate there. And didn't look like both were on the same page. So second down and 15 now.
Clearly, Trey Higgins was expecting him to keep running, and Daly broke off the route, and this communication makes it 2nd and 15.
Oxford opens up drive number 2 with the arm of Higgins. And with second down and long here. And may have taken too long to get that one underway. The official comes in. Let's see. And it looks like Oxford may have spent a timeout. They have taken the break here to try to get things settled down. They'll wave the flag off. They were flirting with a delay of game penalty. Instead, Coach Keith Etheridge will call the timeout, and they will take it over to the side. So 7-0, Thompson leading over the Yellow Jackets. It's a special Saturday night edition of Drum & Company Friday Night Rivals, presented by Ox Foundations on WOTM.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
Home making you sick? Moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions can remedy any mold or mildew problem in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Welcome back in, Saturday night edition of Drum & Company Friday Night Rivals, presented by Ox Foundations here on WOTM. Tommy Wood, Mickey Shadricks here on this Saturday evening. 7-0 early score. Thompson up by a touchdown. Higgins back to pass. Another penalty flag. And, you know, Mickey, here early, this Oxford offense has seen their share of penalties, and I believe there may be another illegal procedure here.
And I kind of could see this coming because it almost appeared as though the slot receiver 2 or 3 times has gotten a quick jump, and I think this is the call here on this play.
I had noticed that early, and again, that time it seemed like they may have warned a couple times, but that time there they had to give the yellow hanky, so that's going to move it back another 5. And Coach Keith Etheridge trying to get his troops settled down with that last time out. They come out and have the penalty there. So now you're looking at 2nd down and 20 for this Oxford offense. Higgins tries to throw it out in his flats, and it's going to be knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Good pressure coming on the right side, and I believe that's Green that gets a paw up there and knocks it down, and he does. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 20, but penetration yet again in the Oxford backfield.
Yeah, Greg Green has been in on a couple of plays already. We mentioned his measurables a moment ago. A good-looking player at 6'4", 250. And the pocket has clearly not been clean for Trey Higgins here in this first quarter. You can see the defensive front and that penetration continuing to put pressure on that Oxford offensive line.
They have really played well on that defensive side there.
10-yard penalty. It's 2nd down and 11.
Here on a 2nd down, looked like a penalty flag was thrown, holding on the Thompson Warriors, so that'll move it forward. So Yellow Jackets get a break, so 2nd down and 11. Over the snap, over the Higgins' head, he goes back, and he's going to fall on it back inside the 10 at about the 7-yard line. Snap was a little high and to the right. Higgins couldn't pull it in, and another big loss for the Yellow Jackets.
Get a look at it from straight ahead, and it was wide right on the snap, and Higgins already has felt so much pressure. He knew that he better get back and cover the ball and not risk trying to pick it up. So minimizing the damage for the Yellow Jackets. At least it's not a turnover, but Tommy, 3rd and 29 from inside your own 10-yard line. There's not many plays in the playbook for this situation.
3rd and long, just inside the 10-yard line. Jackets right here, high snap. Higgins up to get it and then rolls to the right side. Going to stop now, tuck it up and try to run across the 15. He'll bring it out to the 17-yard line. So positive yardage there. Gives them a little more room for the punting team to come in. Nevertheless, this Oxford offense has not been able to get on track.
Look at the pressure. He really doesn't even have time to set his feet, and pretty much had to take off right after he received the snap. But as you said, the goal of that play regardless was just to give a little more room for the punter.
This Oxford defensive line for Thompson has been impressive here early. And on 4th down, they line up Higgins, but they expect the kick coming out of there, and he will pooch it. And see if he can get a roll. It does roll across midfield to the 49, and we'll get our second look at this Thompson offense. And boy, what a powerful drive to open it up in the first after they get the 4th down stop. It was a heavy dose of Jarrett Crockett. And he ran hard, running through defenders. And then, as he collides at about the 2-yard line, walks into the end zone, and Thompson takes that early 7-0 lead. Mickey, when you look at the holes he's able to run through on that first drive, you see those guys up front getting it done.
Yeah, it doesn't take much space for these backs to create something, but this time Oxford had that play defended very well.
And Oxford got the penetration that time over on the right side, able to get a little bit of a push there. And getting up from the bottom of the pile is Tavares Elston. He is a great linebacker, only a junior. Had a great season last year. And he's able to come in and get a stop there. 2nd down and 8 for the Warriors here. Good look there at Crockett. Thompson always with so much talent in the backfield, and this year no exception. Of course, Sawyer Pate, last year's quarterback, he's down at Auburn in the quarterback room. Hand off to Crockett over on the right side. He will take it to about the 43-yard line, it looks like there. They'll go fast. They will step up and look to the sideline here on 3rd down and 1.
And most likely already in 4-down territory here for the Warriors.
Already in Oxford territory. The receivers go to either side. Now they'll shift, send trips over to the left. Still plenty of time on the play clock. And quarterback keeper got his 1st down and more inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. Flag comes in late. Let's see what the call is there. Looks like that maybe on the defense after a First Bank of Alabama 1st down run. Officials will sort things out.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty, spot and foul.
Flag was thrown right around the tackles. It looked like that was going to be a defensive play. So
officials,
they'll move it back. And again, looking at that starting lineup again, brought to you by Full Moon Barbecue. We're going to check out the Thompson offensive starters. In just a moment, we'll check those guys out. But you're seeing the running ability of the quarterback there, doing a great job. Connor Harrell able to fight through, pick up a big gain there. Holding call brings it back. Looks like the heat break will take it as well. Again, this is the special Saturday night edition of Drummond Company Friday Night Rivals, presented by Ox Foundations on WOTM.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas, with constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you. Our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
Home making you sick? Moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions can remedy any mold or mildew problem in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
7-0 lead for Thompson. Coach Mark Freeman wearing the mask there. And again, great job at Thompson. Just a great career for that head coach there. 7-zip the score. Heat timeout. And again, you look at this drive by Thompson, trying to add to that lead. As they will bring Harrell out. He'll throw a little back shoulder throw inside the 40. Roberson with another good catch. I had a chance to meet Trey Roberson earlier this week. Very impressive young man. Great wide receiver as well. You see there 6'2", 195, and just an outstanding talent. But had a chance to sit down and talk to him, and just very impressive as you walk away from him.
I'll tell you, Connor Harrell really unloaded on that one. He zipped that one in there. That was a good job by Roberson to haul that one in. That was a fastball.
He'll drop back this time. Look out in the flats. Good arm. Catch is made out there. Roberson again. He'll be chopped down at about the 31-yard line. But you see that is his favorite receiver. That's about 3 catches early for Roberson. Harrell doing a good job throwing. That's a long throw for a high school quarterback all the way over in the far flats, but that's a good job there, setting up 2nd down and about 4.
Good first down pass play. First time they've thrown the ball on first down. Makes this offense even more difficult to defend if they get that element going.
Then you bring the wideouts out here, kind of spread out that Oxford defense. They go back to Crockett. He'll fight through the 30, spin through tackles, and wow, show the power down to about the 25-yard line for a First Bank of Alabama first down for the Warriors.
I'm sure the Oxford defensive coaches have already realized you can't arm tackle this guy, Tommy.
Not at all, because a good offensive line there as well with Butler, Howard, Hall, Ramil, and Kilburn. Wide receiving core of Mitchell, Peppins, and Roberson, as well as Reynolds. We've seen a steady dose of Crockett and Harrell in the backfield. Warrior offense brought to you by the folks at Full Moon Barbecue. They have been able to move the football in tough running by Crockett right up the middle. They'll empty out the backfield here. And Harrell going to go deep. Looking down there wide open for a touchdown. The catch is made there by Sam Reynolds, and an F&M Merchants and Bank touchdown. Again, for the Thompson Warriors. He was like the first one out to practice, wide open for 6.
You know, we talked about in the keys to the game that Thompson's secondary would be tested. Well, the Oxford secondary got tested here, and this falls under the category of busted coverage. There was clearly a mix-up. 2 guys went the same direction and left this young man wide open.
Yeah, and you looked at the Oxford secondary. That is one of the strengths of his team, but there's some miscommunication there, and looks like we did have a penalty back there. Didn't see that one sitting over there, but that will come back. And so the score does not count here with 4:09 remaining. And it moves it back to the 29-yard line, so still that Thompson offense on the field. So a break for that Oxford D to try to get a do-over after that busted coverage. Harrell this time drops back and looks for the same play. Looks down there, he's wide open again. Touchdown into the end zone, and instant replay.
I don't think I've ever seen this, Tommy.
No.
They ran the exact same play. They sent the receiver sprinting out to the right. Clearly that affected the Oxford defense, gave them some eye candy, and wasn't as open this time, but still was open.
And another flag. So another instant. Have we been here before?
I definitely haven't seen this before.
A holding call against Thompson. It's coming back. Do you run it 3 times straight? I mean, if it's open, my goodness, the holding call is going to move it back.
I don't think the officials like this play. I think they need to call a different play, Tommy.
Look, Sam Reynolds just giving a smile there. Right here on the right side, holding on. Yeah, the right tackle just kind of horse collars him and pulls him back. And it's coming back after back-to-back. Do you do it 3 times in a row? That's the question. Let's see what Coach Mark Freeman will dial up here. They've got the same motion guy. Drops back, looks, goes the other side, too tall, incomplete. That time they tried to go back to Roberson on the left-hand side, but the formation and everything looked exactly the same. And after 2 busted coverage, touchdown passes are called back with holding calls. Unbelievable.
Much better coverage there. Still, the receiver with his length had an opportunity to go up and at least get his hands on the football. But Thompson, I tell you what, they're really working on this passing game here in this particular possession.
So Harrell gets a start tonight, and you're seeing he can do a little bit of everything. A little bubble screen on the left side, needing some blocking, bouncing outside, 30-yard line, pushed out of bounds over on the far boundary. Let's see what the spot is. The official will mark it at about, looks like the 29-yard line. So he'll be shy of the first down, but they look to the right and then come back left and just get that screen, get the big guys out there in front. Good blocks, but also a well-defended play over there by Traquan Fagan, is able to get away from the blocker and get a push out of bounds to save any further damage. It's 3rd down now. Ryan Pippins. Big catch, his first one of the night. It's 3rd and about 15. Harrell empties out the backfield again. Looking, got a little bit of pressure, steps up from it, looks downfield. Good throw to Roberson, just too tall. He had Roberson man on man in there against Miguel Mitchell, and it was just a little too high for the 6'2 Roberson, and it'll bring up 4th down for the Warriors.
Yeah, Roberson, as you mentioned, tall player with length, and saw this same situation a moment ago, and this pass just a bit high. He had him. good adjustment by the receiver when the play broke down and the pocket collapsed. Missed opportunity there for the Warriors.
Tried to throw on the run there, just didn't get that foot set, and the ball kind of sailed on him. 3:40. Facing 4th and 15. And the Warriors going to go for it. I think you look for Sam Reynolds in the end zone. It worked twice. Throws it down the middle, and the catch is going to be made by Roberson and walks into the end zone. Wow, what a throw that time for an F&M Bank a touchdown for the Thompson Warriors.
It's almost as though this offense didn't even pay attention to the down and distance on this series. Didn't even pay attention to the 2 touchdowns being taken off the board due to holding penalties. They just kept firing away, and finally there's the connection. A couple of his previous passes were just a bit high. Tommy, that one on the money to Trey Roberson.
And you saw Roberson kind of get in again and raise the hand wide open. And if you get that much time to realize you're that open, again, more busted coverage, but great offensive effort by Thompson, and they'll cash in the extra point there to take a 14-0 lead. 3:34 left here in this first period. Really Thompson dominating here early. Oxford's got to try to find some answers as they get back offensively. But Harold steps up, another fastball down the middle, and into the end zone goes Roberson. 14-0, Thompson with a lead.
I got back my smack talk touchdown, hole-in-one, 3-point home run, hat-trick pavement pounding, record-setting goal across the finish line. Because Core didn't give up, I didn't give up. And I certainly didn't give in. I'm going to get back to doing what I love. I'm going to get back to winning.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel line.
A couple of state championship teams going head-to-head, and WOTM, your exclusive TV home for AHSAA championship events. Whether you're talking basketball, football, and a whole lot more, the Super 7 this year at Bryant-Denny Stadium, coming up the first weekend of December in 2020. And WOTM, the home for all your AHSAA championship events. Tommy Wood, Mickey Shadrick's here on the Saturday night edition of the Drummond Company Friday Night Lights, or Friday Night Rivals, presented by Ox Foundations. And I tell you, Thompson has been so impressive in this first period.
Look what they overcame on that scoring drive, Tommy. They 2 touchdowns taken off the board. It was 2nd and 34. It was 4th and 15. Didn't even phase them.
Pooch kick taken again, trying to bounce it outside. Took a big pop and stayed alive, but Elston is brought down. And we'll get a look at that Oxford offense as they try to get things going here at the latter stages of the first period. Trey Higgins, your quarterback there for the Yellow Jackets.
First down, Yellow Jackets at the 21.
Lead the team out on their 3rd drive of the night. And really the story of the game has been the penetration up front by this Thompson defense. They are as good as advertised. Higgins gives it off right side, trying to find a hole, fighting near the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29-yard line. Elston on the carry there.
You know, one of our keys for Oxford coming into this game was get Rock the rock. Well, we haven't seen Rock touch it yet. He came close to touching it on a jet sweep. He didn't get the ball, though, as Higgins kept it on that particular play. So, Tommy, I think it's about time to get number 4 of the football. What do you think?
Yeah, got to get him involved. You see him there again. What an outstanding wide receiver, committed to Tennessee. Higgins is looking for him, but he has to fight forward just to get what he can. He'll lose another yard there, but I think that may be the goal, but there's not enough time to even look down the field for Taylor.
Again, we saw the pocket collapse right away, and you're right, Trey Higgins was clearly looking Rock Taylor's way, but he just didn't have time for the route to develop. He had to take off and run for his life.
Big third down here for this Oxford offense, still in search of their first down of the night. Thompson cheerleaders. Man, it's so good to be back watching high school football. Higgins takes it, steps back, looks down the right side, throws it too tall, and almost picked off at the midfield stripe. Looked like more miscommunication there. No one really in the area.
Broken up by E.J. Edwards.
Gets rid of it there, and E.J. Edwards almost gets the first pick of the night.
He had a defender hanging on his left shoulder as he released the football. So again, pressure coming against Trey Higgins as he tried to throw the football.
Yellow Jackets going to have to punt it away. Sam Robertson punting for Oxford. 4th down and 9.
Sam Robertson,
6'1", sophomore.
Number 5, Trey Robertson.
He'll try to punt it away. As we roll here about 2 minutes, we'll spread punt formation here. Get it, punt it out of there. Get away from it, and it's going to go out of bounds right at the midfield stripe. Looks like that's where they'll mark it, maybe even in Oxford territory at the 49. So 1st down and 10 for this Thompson offense, and boy, they have had an impressive night here in this first half.
They have shown the ability to move the ball on the ground and obviously in the air on that last series, which was pretty much predominantly a passing series. And now, Tommy, they only have half the field to work with because they're winning the field position battle with the way their defense is playing.
And you're looking at Connor Harrell getting his first start as a junior, and really he couldn't have asked for a better start because obviously the field position is number one after taking over at the 30-yard line, and then he's been inside Oxford territory pretty much all night. But he has shown a good ability to throw the football down the field, and they really use the vertical game. This time he'll drop back, looking deep again. Got a man, and the catch is made at the 12-yard line. My goodness, what a catch. Pulling it in there is going to be J.B. Mitchell over the shoulder, and he's able to pull it in for a huge first down, again brought to you by First Bank of Alabama.
Well, I tell you, Thompson going for it here, going for the knockout punch here in this first half, throwing deep on 1st down. Beautiful throw over the outside shoulder. Only the receiver could catch it. Coverage wasn't bad. Outstanding execution on that play.
Into the Metro Goals red zone. Of course, Metro Goals specializes in manufacturing sport equipment for over 40 years. Check them out at metrogoals.com. Back to the ground game, right side, inside the 10 and down to the 9-yard line on that carry. And looks like a change there in the backfield, and this is going to be Brandon Franklin. He's a 6'2", 225 junior, so they just keep coming with more athletes every time on the field.
Good job by that Oxford defense on that play, limiting that rushing attempt to just 1 yard.
2nd down and 9 for the Warriors. Knocking on the door again, already up by a couple of scores. As Harrell this time drops back, looks, a little bit of pressure, goes to the left side. He's got some grass in front of him to the 5, cuts back, spin move, and walks into the end zone. Harrell in for 6 more, and an F&M Bank first touchdown for the Thompson Warriors. Goodness. They've been explosive in this first half.
Connor Harrell is having himself some kind of first quarter. The pocket collapsing there as Oxford with good job getting after Harrell in the pocket, but then he shows what he can do to hurt you with his feet. He takes off, and that is just tough to defend. It's tough to account for that quarterback when he has those kind of legs. And great job by the receiver as well, turning into a blocker when he saw his quarterback take off and run.
The extra point is up and good, and the Warriors take a 21-0 lead over the Yellow Jackets with 1 minute left in the first period. Oxford will try to respond when we come back with more high school football.
Uneven floors got you rolling? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Folks watching all over the state of Alabama, including Choccolocco Park in Oxford, Alabama. A beautiful place to enjoy the day. And you see them there watching this first period between the Yellow Jackets and the Warriors. And I know they would like to be celebrating a little bit more if they can get Oxford on the board here, trailing 21-0.
Really a neat feature that's being offered in the city during the pandemic. The city went out and got the inflatable screen. They've been using this at Choccolocco Park on weekends to show movies, and families are able to come out and get out of the house and social distance and remain safe and still have some family entertainment. And using it tonight, obviously, for the football game, Oxford opening the season on the road at Thompson. So appreciate the folks at Choccolocco Park checking out the action tonight.
And let me tell you, if you have not been to Choccolocco Park, you owe it to yourself to drive from wherever just to take that place in. Absolutely beautiful facility and a lot of things going on there. You saw the ad a few moments ago, and plenty of sports and a lot of other things that go on there. Short kick, 25-yard line, trying to find running room, 30-yard line, breaking a tackle out across the 40. Good return that time by Britt as he's able to get some positive for this Oxford offense, and they can start off a little better field position. Don't forget, we've got high school football throughout the year. That continues on Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Got a great game coming your way. Daphne, the Trojans, taking on the Davidson Warriors, and that is Thursday night at 7 p.m. right here on WOTM. It's the AHSAA Game of the Week. Trey Higgins back on the field. Would love to have a little bit of time back there. You've seen the way Harrell can generate some things offensively when he has time. Higgins so far has not had that luxury. Go to the left side and chop down in the backfield immediately as soon as he hands the handoff. Nothing doing there, and that is great penetration coming around. And on the stop there for Thompson is number 21, Joey Novak.
Just an aggressive approach, Tommy, on both sides of the line of scrimmage in this game for Thompson. They are really laying their ears back and attacking Oxford. If Higgins could get any time at all, if they could sprint someone down the field, the Jackets might have an opportunity for a big play.
They'll go quarterback draw here. Higgins hurdles over a blocker. He collides out across the 45-yard line and then into midfield just short of that at about the 49. That was a very positive play. Higgins trying to get his teammates going here, down 21. He is a tremendous competitor there, and a big collision to finish off that run. The Yellow Jackets trying to get something going. You see right here, hurdles that defender, lowers his shoulder and says, hey, let's just battle a while. And he will fight his way in. Big run by Trey Higgins to end the first period. But it's been all Thompson here early as they lead on the special Saturday night edition of Drummond Company Friday Night Rivals, presented by Ox Foundations on WOTM.
I got back my smack talk touchdown, hole-in-one, three-point home run, hat trick, pavement pounding, record-setting goal across the finish line. Because Core didn't give up, I didn't give up, and I certainly didn't give in. I'm gonna get back to doing what I love. I'm gonna get back to winning.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel line.
Thompson dominating the first period, leading 21-0 as we head to the second. After that run by Trey Higgins, he was able to pick up a First Bank of Alabama first down. So inside Thompson territory at the 49. The Yellow Jackets trying to get something going offensively. Go with a give on the right side, and not a whole lot there. Trying Elston. Once again, Mickey, the story has been that penetration. There's just no running lanes back there in the backfield.
Yeah, Kobe Stewart, one of a couple of Warrior defenders to get behind the line of scrimmage right at the handoff. And, you know, that previous play to end the first quarter was a great call by the Oxford coaches. It shows you what they're up against with this penetration and this pressure. When you're having to call this design quarterback draw just to slow that rush, it tells you the kind of heat that Thompson is able to put on the Oxford offense here in this first half.
2nd down and 10. Higgins going to look to the air. Got his man, throws it down. It's caught by Rock Taylor, and he'll walk into the end zone. What a catch by Taylor. It looked, for all practical purposes, it was overthrown all the way, but instead it results in an F&M Bank touchdown for the Jackets.
Well, this is exactly what the doctor ordered if you're an Oxford fan. They really have been trying to get Rock Taylor the football. Thompson knows that Oxford wants to get him the ball, so obviously he's a focus of their defensive strategy. But this time, Higgins had just enough time, Tommy, and Rock turned on the speed, ran right by the defender, took a bad angle on him, and that was a big, big offensive play to kind of give Oxford a little momentum here to start this second quarter.
Big Farmers and Merchant touchdown there for the Jackets as he's able to get in. The extra point is up, and does it sneak in? And it looks like we've got a penalty down there anyway. We may do that again, but looked like to me that was going to be overthrown by a good 2 yards, and Taylor kicked in the afterburners and able to go in there and get it as he's able to haul it in for the touchdown. The extra point is good, and the official timeout. We're going to continue, but again, the Oxford Yellow Jackets on the board here on this Saturday night edition of Drum & Company Friday Night Rivals, presented by Ox Foundations on WOTM.
In Alabama, school spirit is in the air on Friday nights. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're giving our customers the opportunity to show their school spirit every day with our new Spirit debit card. We've designed a unique card for every Calhoun County school that includes the school's logo. So every time you use the card, you're showing your school spirit. Come in and get your school spirit debit card today. We've got spirit at F&M Bank. Service, solutions, and strength. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel line.
Well, if you want to find out what's going on in the Athletic Association in the state of Alabama, the place to be is right here Wednesday night, 6:30 p.m. is the AHSAA Weekly Show hosted by John Holder. A lot of information coming your way, and you'll find out exactly what all's going on Wednesday nights at 6:30. So the extra point is coming up after the break in the action, and the Jackets will get another chance here to cap off that scoring drive. Kick is blocked. The holder kind of lost the handle on that, and the kicker not able to get it up off the ground. So 21-6, our score will remain here after Rock Taylor, big touchdown reception to get the Jackets on the board.
And the key was the protection. Watch Higgins look off to the right. Just a little look, and that kind of froze the defender. There you see the defensive back for Thompson. That was E.J. Edwards. He kind of looked to his left when Higgins looked away, and then by then it was a bad angle for him, and it doesn't take much for Rock Taylor with his speed to get an advantage. Big, big touchdown for the Jackets.
But you know, not your average receiver is going to hold on that ball with the fingertips like that. It is a tremendous catch by Rock Taylor, and he gets into the end zone to get Oxford on the board. So again, Yellow Jackets going to try to battle back here, down by 15. We're in the early stages, still plenty of time in this game. Defensively, got to come up with a stop.
Well, and another thing I think we've got to start thinking about if you're Oxford on offense is no running game at all in this one. And it's one thing for Rock Taylor to get open. There's not going to be a lot of opportunities because, again, Thompson knows he's on the field. And so they're going to make that a point of emphasis, so I don't expect to see Rock Taylor running around free in the Thompson secondary. So at some point, Oxford is going to have to get some kind of running game established to give them opportunities in the passing game, especially with the type of pressure they've been able to put on Trey Higgins here in the first half.
You know, when you look at Rock Taylor, you look at a guy that you see him right there. He's a competitor. You know, this guy is a warrior. If you've seen him on the basketball floor, we've had a chance to see him there, and everything that this guy does on the athletic fields and courts, he wants to win. I mean, he is so competitive.
I mentioned this in the open, and the biggest compliment I can give Rock is that he is a self-starter. You do not have to worry about this young man taking a play off. He plays the wide receiver position with a defensive linebacker mentality. Coach Etheridge has even said he could play any position on the field and he would be their best player no matter where they put him.
21-6, and we get a chance to check out Rock Taylor and the Yellow Jackets coming up next week. Friday night rivals, the Yellow Jackets taking on Pleasant Grove. Should be an outstanding matchup as the pooch kick is taken at about the 45-yard line. Thompson offense back on the field. And one thing you say about Oxford, when you look at their non-region schedule this year, I mean, you open up with Thompson here. Next week, Pleasant Grove, who finished number 2 in Class 5A. They wrap up the season at the end of the year with Central Phoenix City. They went out of conference and really picked up some unbelievable opponents here in this 2020 campaign. Right now, down 15. Handoff right side. Crockett, he fights through one tackle across the 45, and Crockett will take it out to the 47-yard line. He hits the hole, and he's got a full head of steam, and it is north-south. Not a lot of dancing around. You see him run through the arm tackles right there. And again, tough running by Jared Crockett.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier, you're not going to arm tackle this guy. And I was also thinking, Tommy, this is a key possession for the Oxford defense if they could, after the touchdown, if they could get off the field. But I tell you, Thompson with back-to-back good plays here.
Man, what a throw by Harrell. He puts that right on the sideline and climbing the ladder and pulling it in. Over there, it looked like that was Mitchell who caught that ball, got the toe down, and he will pick up another First Bank of Alabama first down for the Warriors. So actually, they said 2nd and 1 here. So it will be 2nd and short. Yellow Jackets almost jump here. Looked like he had picked up the first down, but they mark him out just shy. And they'll go back to Crockett, finds a hole, and he'll take it outside the 40. Actually down to the 39-yard line, and that's a First Bank of Alabama first down for the Thompson Warriors.
Nifty footwork here on this run by DJ, or I should be Crockett. I get that 5 and 6 mixed up on the jersey. Look at the jump cut there. Oxford really had the play fitted pretty well, but great vision by the back that time. Found the seam he needed and picked up some positive yardage.
First down and 10 now. About the 39-yard line. Harrell rolls out, got pressure from behind, and the Yellow Jackets will get him back in the backfield. Able to finally get some penetration in there, and it comes as they will bring the man from the outside. That's Whitfield on a blitz, and he's able to track down Harrell and bring him down for a sack.
Yeah, bad step there by the right tackle allowed the defender Whitfield to get inside of him, and Whitfield really closed quickly. And for the first time, they get to Harrell and get him down before he could deliver the football.
He's able to bring in the pressure from the outside on the blitz as he comes from the outside linebacker. And another 5-man front from the Yellow Jackets as Harrell will look for the screen, throws the bubble out there, and another good defensive play. They'll bring him down. Good stop. That is going to be Miguel Mitchell who'll get the stop, along with Elston for the Yellow Jackets. And you see the Jacket D starting to figure this offense out a little bit.
They're getting some pressure of their own against Harrell, and he's been sitting back there with a clean pocket for pretty much that entire first quarter. But Oxford finding a way to get some pressure on him here. And Tommy, they've got an opportunity here at 3rd and 14.
Thompson facing 3rd and long, and Harrell drops back. 3-man rush and going deep into double coverage. Nowhere to put the football, and good coverage in the secondary that time. It looks like Mitchell, and also it was Dobbins out there with him. And it brings up 4th and 14.
You said a good coverage. It was just too crowded there for that ball to find the receiver's hands. Nice job by the safety coming over and assisting, because the receiver did have a step on the corner.
Not long ago where this Thompson offense faced 4th and 15, and they found Roberson for a touchdown. Big play right here. Looks like the Warriors obviously going to go for it. They'll go for it on 4th and long. Try to keep this drive alive. If that Oxford defense can come up with a stop, it would be huge for the visitors. But before that play, Jackets were not exactly pleased with their defensive personnel, so they'll take the break. We'll take a quick break as well. It's a special Saturday night edition of Drummond Company Friday Night Rivals presented by Ox Foundations on WOTM.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. Ox Foundation Solutions will come up with the right fix for you. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong.
Football season underway in the state of Alabama. Another big game coming up next Friday night on My 68. The Oxford Yellow Jackets, get to see them a couple of weeks in a row. They take on Pleasant Grove. I'm going to tell you, if you have not seen Pleasant Grove, offensive firepower, to say the least. They are an amazing team offensively, full of athletes. That's going to be a great game coming up next Friday on My 68 Friday Night Rivals, brought to you by Drummond Company. 21-6 our score here. Thompson leading by 15 over the Yellow Jackets, but face a 4th and 15. Big play coming up. And it looks like that the Warriors have thought, and instead of going for it again, they will decide to punt the football back to this Oxford offense.
Kind of like this call. It's very tempting with a 21-6 lead at the 43-yard line of Oxford to go for it and be a little aggressive, but if you can successfully pin Oxford back deep with the type of pressure they've been getting on the Oxford offense, they could get the ball back with great field position.
He does pin it back to the 5-yard line. Catch is made there, and good coverage. They will push him out of bounds. Down the field is Sam Reynolds, and he's able to get down there and force him out of bounds. And now Oxford will start inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they executed the punt part, so now we'll see if the defense can get out on the field and get a 3 and out.
This time, we saw the Jackets look deep and find Rock Taylor. Trey Higgins, we've seen him make some good runs on the offensive side of the football, and did pass last time to Rock Taylor. And as you mentioned, Mickey, you've got this Thompson defense. They know exactly where number 4 is at all times. So Yellow Jackets 1st and 10 at about 3.5, and it'll be Higgins going left side, fights through to the 10 to the 11-yard line. Good 8-yard run by Higgins on the left side. And you're starting to see this Oxford offensive line starting to kind of get their feet under them and starting to play a lot better here in this second period.
Great job there on first down to pick up. That's as good a gain as they've had on first down tonight. So a second down and short situation. They'd love to pick up a first down or 2 at the very minimum to get out of poor field position.
So second down and about a yard. Higgins will fake it, step back, gonna chunk it deep. Got his man down there and can't connect. Wow. Wide open down the middle of the field was Warren Britt, and it's just overthrown, and it's gonna bring up second down and a yard. You gotta love the call, though, to take your shot deep.
Yeah, 2nd and 1, backed up deep in your own territory. Why not go for it? Because you still have a chance to make it on 3rd and short. It was there. It was there. Trey Higgins would love to have that pass back.
But still a little bit of pressure on him, and he was not able to step up and really put a lot of air on that ball because the pressure again was right up the middle. 3rd down and a yard. Jackets send 2 receivers either side. Massive front line on the right side. Instead they go left and nothing. Wow, what penetration
right up to the left side, and they knew where it was going, and a big stop in there. Peter Woods was in there. Also crashing around the outside is number 21. Big stop there by Novak. So facing fourth down now, 4th and about 3 for the Jackets. Higgins in the backfield, and he'll just kick it away. Try to get a roll, and it's going to hit. And roll dead at about the 37-yard line. So good field position again for Harrell and the offensive line for the Thompson Warriors.
And it paid off for Thompson and Coach Freeman, Tommy, because basically what just happened is he gained about 6 yards and he swapped 4th down for 1st down. His defense gave up a couple of plays there gave up the running play on 1st down. They kind of got lucky on the 2nd down, make the big play on 3rd down. Now they're right back where they were a moment ago, plus 6 yards and a 1st down instead of 4th down.
So you see Harrell there. He's had an impressive first period. We were expecting to see also Cade Golden get some playing time, but I'm going to tell you, Harrell has played so well, you got to stick with that hot hand. He'll go with the run-pass option, goes to the left side, throws it late. And again out here to Roberson. Good positive play there. And I have been really impressed with Harrell and his decision-making here in the first half.
He has got a wind-up, too, that as a receiver you kind of have to see the ball because it's coming at you if you're not ready. But he's playing with such confidence as well. Just a junior, really playing very poised in his first start here against the defending 6A state champs.
2nd down and 4 for this Thompson offense. And Harrell's going to drop back. Throwing it deep again, got a man and a little too tall. He had him momentarily because, again, the receiver had gotten behind the secondary.
Well, and credit the Oxford defensive coaches that time. They sent some extra pressure at Harrell, and he really didn't get a chance to set his feet and wait out the route as much as he would have liked to, hence the pass being overthrown.
Big 3rd down here, 3rd and 4. I believe you will see Thompson in 4-down territory this time. And Harrell's going to roll out to the right, come back to the left. Catch is going to be made. Crockett, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he dives. Did he step out of bounds? No. He is into the end zone for a F&M Bank a touchdown rather, for the Thompson Warriors. That time Crockett, we talked about in the pregame how versatile he is, whether it's out of the backfield catching the pass or running the football. This time he just sneaks out and makes a great catch on a high throw, and when he turns it up the field, has one man to beat and dives into the end zone for another Thompson score.
Great play call too, because Oxford was really putting a lot of guys up at the line of scrimmage to try to pressure him, and just an excellent play call, great execution.
The kick is up and the kick is good. 28-6 your new score, as the Warriors take a 22-point lead on this special Saturday night edition of Drummond Company Friday Night Rivals, presented by Ox Foundations. You're checking it all out on WOTM.
Uneven floors got you rolling? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
The WOTM Game of the Week brought to you by Ox Foundation Solutions. Also brought to you by First Bank of Alabama. From the fine folks of Full Moon Barbecue, F&M Farmers and Merchants Bank, and Drummond Company, bringing you the WOTM Game of the Week. Coach Keith Etheridge of the Oxford Yellow Jackets trying to find something to get his team going here at the end of this second period. 6:58 remaining. Needs a good offensive drive, down 28-6. And Mickey, it's been an outstanding performance by this Thompson Warriors team on both sides of the football.
Yes, they look in. I tell you, this first game of the year, I don't know where Thompson goes from here, Tommy, but you talk about midseason form, they look at tonight.
Britt gets the return. Tries to outrun the defender, brought down at the 20-yard line. Good rushing play there, a good run, and able to chase him down is going to be Franklin, showing great speed and able to track down Britt. We'll get a look at that Oxford offense, first down and 10. But, yeah, I think right now if you're Mark Freeman, you're going, hey, what can I get our team focused in on week 2? I mean, they have been hitting on all cylinders here in this first half.
Long way to go in this one, and Oxford has shown a little bit of life with the running game with quarterback Trey Higgins using his legs a bit here in the second quarter, and I think that's just going to be really important for them to establish some type of rushing threat to enable them to try to get the ball to Rock Taylor.
Run Taylor around in the backfield, then run the option with him. Higgins going to tuck it under and try to get a few yards. He'll pound his way out across the 25, close to the 27-yard line. Good run by Higgins yet again.
Yeah, the straight handoff really hasn't been there. They're having to get creative, and they're having to use their quarterback running the ball to have some success, and they do get good yardage there on first down. Rock was kind of a decoy in a way there. He came back around. He was an option that time for Trey Higgins, and Higgins kept it himself and picked up good yardage.
Also penalty on the play, going to march it forward. That's going to pick up First Bank of Alabama Yellow Jacket first down, and it's the face mask was the call against the Thompson Warriors on the tackle there. So first down Jackets, as they're able to move it out across the 40-yard line. One guy we want to talk about before the night's over, that's that right guard, and that's Braden Joyner. You see him there, only a sophomore, 6'3", 330. And here's Higgins on a run, keeper left side, breaks it at midfield. Higgins 45-40 down the left sideline. Good running by Trey Higgins yet again, and he will pick up another First Bank of Alabama first down.
Again, Trey Higgins has evolved into their rushing threat here in this second quarter. Again, the fake. And Thompson, the defense really collapsing on the back. I think at some point they're going to start focusing on number 3 because Trey Higgins is starting to gash him a bit here.
Good zone read there, and the Jackets got something cooking, trailing 28-6, but offensively they're getting some things going behind the legs of Trey Higgins. But so far it's all Thompson, leading 28-6 over the Oxford Yellow Jackets.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. Ox Foundation Solutions will come up with the right fix for you. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong.
Great sponsor of the Thompson Warriors, Full Moon Barbecue. I had a chance to check out Full Moon, the big barbecue salad, a little earlier this week as I made my trip to Alabaster. They also sponsor, of course, the Go Gold Bowl. We'll be talking about that throughout the night. But, of course, we appreciate the great folks at Full Moon and their partnership with high school football and following and supporting the Thompson Warriors. Higgins goes left side to Elston. He's bottled up, tries to bounce it outside. He'll fight forward maybe for a yard. That's probably one of the toughest yard gains you're going to see this season, is he just really hit a wall of humanity, able to bounce around and come out and fall forward for about a yard. But again, everything the Thompson defense, and that guy right there, he is really leading that defense and creating a lot of pressure in the backfield.
Yeah, he's a big-time player. We talked about him in our open. Tommy, just a junior, but already ranked the #1 player in his class, already committed to the University of Alabama.
2nd down and 9 for the Jackets. As Higgins will do quarterback keeper all the way, right up the middle, breaks a tackle. Higgins, 35-yard line, 25-20, falls forward left side, and he's going to get another First Bank of Alabama first down. Higgins is getting it done for this Oxford team as they're able to take it into the Metro Goals red zone. Of course, Metro Goals, they've been specializing in manufacturing sporting equipment for over 40 years. You can check them out on the web at metrogoals.com. But you look at this guy right here. We talked about competitors. We talked about Rock Taylor. We talk about this guy. He's got a fire, and he is trying to get his team to get on his back and really watching him run here in this first half. He's got a touchdown passing. And you look at Higgins, able to get a lot of things done with his legs here, especially in the second period. 1st down and 10. Higgins looking, got pressure, dumps it off. Elston with a catch. Elston, and we got a stoppage of play there. Let's see what we've got. Did he step out of bounds, or we'll try to get that as the official will sort things out for us here.
Tough break, because regardless, Oxford would have loved to kept that play, but the penalty's going to go against them anyway.
An illegal procedure, so that's going to move it back 5 yards. Looked like they had something cooking right there on a little dump off to Elston. See Coach Keith Etheridge and the staff, they're wanting a good explanation of that call. That'll move it back to the 19-yard line. It's 1st and 15. They need to reach actually about the 3-yard line for a first down. Higgins looks up late, finds Britt, good catch, and Britt will catch it down to about the 14. Good throw that time. Looked like Higgins, watch him right here. He lowers his head as if he's about to run, and at the last minute, he looks down and steps up and finds his man.
Tommy, you can only explain that as the poise of a senior quarterback, because the pocket is collapsing around you. Most guys just go ahead and run, and Higgins had the sense about him to look up at the last moment, found a receiver. Wasn't much yardage, but it was something positive.
He was over near the sideline. They're going to let the clock run down and then take a timeout to discuss what they want to do here on this 2nd and 11. They're having trouble getting the right play and personnel in there that they wanted to attack this Thompson defense. So we'll take this timeout as well. Again, Oxford down 28-6, trying to make something happen here in the latter stages of the first half, right here on WOTM.
I got back my smack talk touchdown, hole-in-one, 3-point home run, hat trick, pavement pounding, record-setting goal across the finish line. Because Core didn't give up, I didn't give up, and I certainly didn't give in. I'm gonna get back to doing what I love. I'm gonna get back to winning.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel line.
WOTM would like to welcome to the family CTV Beam viewers. That's SD 79, also HD 286. Again, we appreciate them being a part of the WOTM family, and appreciate them joining up with us here. And as we try to bring you some great programming, especially throughout this high school football season on WOTM. Yellow Jackets, big play coming up here. It's 2nd down. Jackets want to make sure they are in the right personnel group and the right play for this drive as they try to make something happen here just before halftime, needing some points. And they'll go up top trying to get it to Taylor. Taylor, did he haul that in?
And he was interfered
with and tackled. My goodness. He is such a physical receiver, but I believe the defensive pass interference there as they were wrapped around and draped on Rock Taylor. And he just fought through it and pulled it in. Let's make sure it's on the defense. But again, what a play by Rock Taylor. You throw it up to him, and Coach Keith Etheridge has seen those plays many times before. Pass interference, and it will be on the defense, so it is good for an F&A Bank first touchdown. Again, Farmers and Merchants Bank bringing you that touchdown, and watch this catch right here by Rock Taylor.
The receiver has a man draped all over him, got a hold of his jersey, another guy coming over to deliver a shot, and Rock Taylor stays focused on the football, able to bring it in. Coach Etheridge said that if you get the ball anywhere near Rock, he's going to catch it. There's a perfect example of that. Tommy, this was a big, big score for Oxford here late in the first half.
Taylor's second touchdown of the night, and the Jackets will go for 2. And it looks like Thompson has lined up off sides. And that will move it from the 3.5, or from the 3-yard line to the 1.5. So still the 2-point conversion coming up. That could change your play call, though, as you've got a quarterback that has really run the football well here in this second period. So Jackets can fight back to cut the lead in half with a 2-point conversion right here. He's got Taylor over to the far left there. He'll drop back, dump it off, and got his man. Did he catch it? Elston did pull it in, and that is good for the 2-point conversion. And your new score, Thompson leading Oxford 28-14 as the Yellow Jackets on an 8-point trip, that time into the red zone.
And the heart of a champion shining through on this possession, Tommy, because Oxford down 21-6 and really struggling offensively, and Trey Higgins gets him down with his feet, and then here with his arm to Rock Taylor, they get the touchdown.
Great job by Higgins to give his man the chance to go get it. So he lays it right in there for Taylor. Everybody thinking Taylor, hey, let's dump it off on the right side. Wide open is Elston. He goes down and makes a great catch, sliding into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, make it 28-14. So good drive right there. Good answer by the Yellow Jackets.
And how important is this next possession for both teams? Oxford obviously would love to come out and keep this score right where it is at least, and get to the locker room with some momentum on their side.
Boy, wouldn't you love to have the luxury of throwing the football up to that guy about 7 or 8 times a game? Or I would probably increase that to about 17 or 18 just to have a chance, because he is just a warrior out there on the outside. What a great catch by Taylor, and so far he has been as good as advertised, and the Jacket fans have seen that for a while from number 4.
Committed to Tennessee, recently received an offer though from in-state Auburn. So his recruitment is still a work in progress, but as of now he is committed to Jeremy Pruitt and the Tennessee Volunteers. If they could hold on to Rock Taylor, they would be getting a steal out of the state of Alabama.
He is an amazing talent. 6'2", 212, and we talked about just the physique of a linebacker, and his hands have to be so strong, because the catch you just saw, when you go and look at his highlights, you see probably 10 or 12 catches just like that. What a fun player to watch. Thompson now seeing their lead kind of drop down a little bit. They'll try to see if they can get it going offensively again, as the Jackets will kick it deep, and that one will go into the end zone. And Thompson will start 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. There's a man that's had a good first half as well. Connor Harrell, 6'1", 190, a junior, has been so impressive here in this first half. He has delivered passes, and we've seen an incredible arm, Mickey. I mean, this guy can rear back and really bring the heat and throw some really well-placed footballs and get them there on a dime.
Yeah, he's had a great first half, no doubt about it. But I tell you, this is an important 4 minutes here, because if the Oxford defense, the way their offense is rolling now, if they could get a stop, get the ball back, they would have time. Meanwhile, for Thompson, they would like to kind of recapture that momentum. We'll see how aggressive they are here on this possession.
Harrell in the backfield along with Crockett. On first down, it's going to be Harrell. Option to the left, throws it late, catch is made, and the defense there coming up with a stop, and the momentum has shifted now to the Yellow Jackets. Good stop out there on the boundary. That is Mitchell who comes up and makes the stop.
Well, as they like to say in Oxford, the Yellow Jackets are swarming right now, and clearly momentum is wearing white and gold right now, because this defense is really, really aggressive here, and they would love to get a 3 and out and get the football back to that offense.
Clock rolling, you see it there, 3:37. Second down and 11 for the Warriors. Roberson slot to the right side. They'll go to Crockett. There he comes with a big run to the 30-yard line. 35. Crockett cuts it back in. Good for a First Bank of Alabama first down, as Crockett gets a chunk of yardage on the left side.
Tommy, put a big asterisk by this play. We don't know where this game is going. We still got a lot more football to play, but you guys had a feeling that the Oxford defense was setting up for a big series there. They'd made a great play on first down. It was 2nd and long, and then here comes Mr. Crockett for a huge gain.
Takes it out to a 45-yard line. First down with 3 minutes remaining.
Now you can be a little more loose in your play calling now. Down to around 3 minutes, still plenty of time to score. You're out in the middle of the field, and playbook really opens up now.
Harold drops back, got pressure, steps up, and he's going to escape the first, second, and then turn on the speed. My goodness, across the 40-yard line, and he is good for another First Bank of Alabama first down. Wow.
We talked about the poise of Trey Higgins on that previous possession. Watch the poise here for the junior quarterback. The pocket collapses around him. He feels the heat. He's able to tuck it down, break some arm tackles, turn a potential sack into a big, big gain.
He will take it inside the 40-yard line at about the 36. First down and 10 for Thompson. Now they would like to get some points here before the end of the half. Harold drops back, looking for the fade, comes to the near side, and a lot of hand checking down the middle, down the field there. There is a flag down over here on the near side. You saw them kind of grabbing one another, trying to get loose, and I believe they may get holding against the Yellow Jackets or pass interference. I believe the defense may find themselves guilty here.
And it may have been necessary. I think the receiver was about to break open, and the defensive back had to get a hold of his jersey.
We'll go with a holding call against the Yellow Jackets, so it's going to be an automatic first down, and that will move the football inside the 30-yard line to about the 25. We'll get another look at it. You see them kind of back and forth, and then it's kind of a tough one there, but it'll go against the Yellow Jackets, and first down and 10. Harrell, a little smoke draw to the right side. Crockett breaking tackles, 20-yard line. Crockett to about the 18, and he just weaves his way in and out of the traffic there, and he'll take us into the Metro Goals red zone. Of course, Metro Goals, you can check them out. They specialize in manufacturing sporting equipment for over 40 years. Online, you can check them out, metrogoals.com.
Crockett listed at 5'10", 180. Tommy, he runs bigger than that, doesn't he?
He's going to run right here, and he's going to pick up a first down and more, 10-5, and he'll walk into the end zone. Crockett finds his way in for a Farmers and Merchants Bank touchdown for the Thompson Warriors.
And what an answer. You talk about reclaiming the momentum, and Crockett really got it done. Tommy, that 2nd and long earlier in the drive, got him out in the middle of the field, opened up the playbook, a couple of deep passes down the field, and then, of course, Crockett here finishing off the drive with his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
Great vision to cut it back there and find his way into the end zone, and Thompson back on top. And with that extra point, a 35-14 lead, so 21-point lead for the Warriors. What a drive. At one point they get stopped there, and you thought, well, this Oxford defense has got the numbers right now, but you change the momentum with a run like this. Crockett really just gashing the Oxford defense on the left side. And again, they come back. Harrell, he's able to scoot forward. He's able to get yardage on the ground as well. And this Thompson offense knows how to put points on the board. Crockett right there with a great cut and walks into the end zone. Watch this second cut, Mickey. You see right here at the back right there, sees that gap before it's even open, and able to cut back behind the defender walking.
Oxford's defense again really getting after Thompson early in that drive, but Thompson with just an outstanding job of making some big plays, and then the touchdown to basically extend it back to a 3-touchdown lead here with 2 minutes to play.
Now, can the Yellow Jackets answer in these last 2 minutes? That's the question. you know, as you look at this ball game, it's been back and forth. If Oxford can come back and try to get something before heading to the locker room, that would be huge. And we appreciate all the folks that join in on WOTM. And we want to welcome Spectrum viewers. That's SD Channel 80 and HD Channel 701. And that's on Spectrum. We appreciate you guys joining us on WOTM as we bring you high school football here tonight. Battle of Champions between the defending Class 6A state champions, the Oxford Yellow Jackets. You see them there. And across the way, defending 7A state champs, the Thompson Warriors. You see the talent on the field. We talked about in the pregame all the athleticism, all the recruiting, all the different players that are into this game tonight. And folks all over the state of Alabama, we're getting messages around the state of folks watching this game, and so much interest in the state. And these two teams have been able to light up the scoreboard here in the first half. Going to be Elston on the return. He'll bring it out to about the 19. And it'll be penalty on the play at the tackle. But you look at the way this season starts out. Of course, we're so glad to be back doing some high school football. And there you see the 6A rankings. Oxford sits atop ahead of Mountain Brook and Pinson Valley. Blunt, McGill-Tulane, Bulldogs of Opelika, as well as Eufaula, Clay Chalkville, Spanish Fort. On the 7A side, Thompson just ahead of Central Phoenix City, Hewitt, Trustful, and Hoover. And of course, Hoover got that win over Central Phoenix City a couple of nights ago. So that will this will probably change obviously in the next week. Auburn in there at number 5, and Fairhope, James Clemens, Dothan, and Theodore there in Class 7A. But sitting on top, again, these two teams right here, Oxford and the Warriors from Thompson. First down and 10 as Higgins will drop back. Looking, dumps it off short. Catch is going to be made by Taylor in the wide open field. He's at the 45-yard line midfield, and Taylor will take it for another First Bank of Alabama first down. He didn't go deep that time, but a good crossing pattern there. Gets the ball to Rock Taylor, and he's able to pick up a first down.
And Tommy, I really believe this can be there a lot. Love the decision here just to get it to him on a short pass, then let him go to work. Obviously, he's a great runner after the catch, as he shows here. And now all of a sudden, Oxford is out in the freewheeling zone around the midfield area.
First down and 10. Higgins in shotgun formation. Receivers all over the field. And he'll drop back, going to set up the screen. The catch is going to be made. One man missing at the 45-yard line, inside the 45, down to the 43-yard line for the Yellow Jackets. Catch there by Daly. He will take it, and the clock continues to roll with 1:25 remaining. Jackets with the ball at the 42-yard line of the Warriors. Yellow Jackets not in too big a hurry here with 1:11 remaining here in the first half. As several seconds running off there. Higgins back to pass, going to throw it. Can try to get it out there to Britt. Britt had a step, but they could not connect, and it's going to bring up third down here for the Jackets. Only third and about 4. Clock stops with 1 minute remaining. They'll get Britt over there and get the shoulder pad done. So Trey Higgins doing a Coach Keith Etheridge wanting to know why is the shoulder pad hanging out if there's no holding call. So he's kind of working the officials there, wanting the call. Pressure again. They'll dump it off. Catch is made. That's going to be Etheridge. Goes left side, 30-yard line, 25-yard line, 20. Stiff arm at the 15, and he'll take it down to the 12-yard line for a First Bank of Alabama first down and into the Metro Goals red zone.
That is always a great call against the blitz when the defense sends a lot of pressure. Beautifully executed screen here. Nice job by the lineman just to get downfield and get in the way, and then the receiver with great yards after the catch. And all of a sudden, Oxford knocking on the door, Tommy, around the 12-yard line.
36 seconds and rolling left here in the first half. Higgins back, going to the end zone, and the catch is going to be made. It's in there for another touchdown for the Oxford Yellow Jackets. F&M Bank touchdown for the Big O as the Jackets respond and get right back on the board. Wow, what a drive. Higgins just lays it up there, and Daly gets behind the defender. And a touchdown for the Yellow Jackets here in the closing moments of the first half.
Well, and you can see the confidence beginning to build for this Oxford offense. They really had a rough first quarter, but they have had an outstanding second quarter. They've just put their third touchdown on the board, and here, Tommy, they go the length of the field in a minute and a half.
Extra point coming up for the Jackets. Hold is good. The kick is up, and it's through there. 35-21 the score as Thompson leads by 14. And I hate to ask this question, but Thompson still got 31 seconds to operate with. But you look back at this drive, you've got Trey Higgins dropping back, dumps off the little short pass. Taylor knows what to do with it, outrunning the defender there, showing his speed. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. Then you've got Higgins with this bubble screen out here to Etheridge, and Camden Etheridge turning it up on the left side. Good downfield blocking by his receivers, some of his linemen there as well, and he'll take it inside the 15-yard line. Then he lays it up, and Bailey behind the defense for 6. Perfectly thrown pass right there, and Daly able to pull it in. Big score right there just before halftime, Mick.
Great response by the Oxford offense after Thompson had put that scoring drive together to go up 35-14. So again, Oxford getting it going here in this second quarter, and still a long way to go in this football game if Oxford can continue with the momentum offensively in the second half, and this is still going to be anybody's ball game.
You see Coach Mark Freeman shaking his head there going, hey, we just can't put them away, you know, as he talks to his coaching staff. But next week, it doesn't get any easier for these Yellow Jackets. They're taking on Pleasant Grove and the Spartans. Outstanding offensive team for Pleasant Grove. A lot of guys coming back under Coach Darryl LeBeau. And they will be taking on the Yellow Jackets at 7 p.m. next Friday night. And you can find it on Friday Night Rivals and My 68 as the Jackets take on the Spartans. Brought to you by Drummond Company. 14-point lead here, 31 ticks of the clock remaining here in this first half. Keep in mind, Thompson jumped out to a 21-0 lead. Oxford offense really not able to get anything going, and then all of a sudden they have been able to catch fire here in this second period and cut into this lead. And now 14-point advantage for the Warriors. Low line drive kick. Bobbles around, then picked up at about the 12-yard line. Nowhere to run the football, and actually bouncing away, and he is still alive. 20-yard line, 25-30, looking for a wall of blockers. He's got men to beat, and he will break it inside to the 35-yard line. My goodness, what a run. That is Ryan Pepins. He was in the backfield, looked like he was looking to be a blocker. The ball bounces to him. Then he comes up. There's nowhere to run the football, but he kept the feet churning and then turns it up and gets behind a wall of black and then brings it down the near sideline. Now you got Thompson with good field position with 19 seconds left.
And credit Oxford's Rodriguez Elston potentially saving a kickoff return for a touchdown there.
19 seconds on the clock, and Harrell has been getting it done at quarterback for the Warriors. 3 wideouts to his right. He'll step back, dumps it off, got the bubble screen, and on the run is going to be Pepins, 20-yard line, 15-10, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 8 with 10 seconds left on the clock, and a First Bank of Alabama first down and another Metro Goals red zone for the Thompson Warriors.
My goodness, this has turned into a track meet here in this second quarter. Thompson, what a response here with the big kickoff return, and now they're at least in field goal range.
Ryan Pepins, the junior, tapping the head going, hey, I need a little break here. He had the big kickoff return, and then he needs a break. We're going to take the break as well. 14-point lead for Thompson. We'll continue in just a moment on WOTM.
Uneven floors got you rolling? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel line.
Good look there, Coach Mark Freeman of the Thompson Warriors, and he has seen his troops build a 21-point lead, and Oxford battled back, got a lot of momentum going, and right here, and as I said, there were 31 seconds left when Oxford scored, and I said, dare I say there are only 31 seconds left, and now Oxford and Thompson now knocking on the door as they're trying to get back on the board here before halftime.
And Tommy, they've got time for, a couple of plays here and still have a shot at a field goal, and they have the one timeout in their pocket.
10 seconds on the clock. First and goal from the 8-yard line. Harrell goes to Crockett, left side. Crockett inside the 10, inside the 5, fighting for the goal line. He's in. He was able to struggle forward for the touchdown. A Farmers and Merchants touchdown with only 2 seconds remaining for the Thompson Warriors.
And what a gutsy call by the Thompson coaches, number one, with 10 seconds on the clock. They went to a simple off-tackle handoff to Crockett. And then, and Tommy, I'm not sure if he doesn't get this little push from his lineman at the end. I'm not sure he breaks the plane. He gets the push right there.
Trey Roberson grabs him and pulls him into the end zone. You see him right there and you see Roberson celebrating, obviously, because he's able to get the assist on the touchdown. Extra point coming up here. And it is up and it is good. 42-21, the new score as Thompson takes the lead. Dare I say there's only 2 seconds left. I don't know if I need to say that or not, but you look back at this drive and the way the Warriors were able to make things happen offensively. It all started on a great return by Pepins. He comes up, everybody around him, surrounded by 5 white jerseys, make that 6, and he shakes loose and brings it to the near side. Only one man able to catch him, and Elston able to bring him down, but not before he reaches into Oxford territory at about the 48-yard line. But right here, you're going to see the running of Crockett. He goes to the left side as he's battling. Watch number 5, grab him and say, hey, we're not stopping till we're across that line, and gets another 6 points. Watch the assist here. Trey Roberson, number 5, he will grab his teammate and pull him into the end zone.
And also, as well,
yeah, you talk about Trey Roberson, and he gets the assist right there. We had a chance earlier this week, and I was able to get with Trey Roberson and talk about the Go Gold Bowl. This is what this is all about on this Saturday night, is to raise awareness for childhood cancer. And he's a senior, and he's been involved in this the activities all the time. So let's listen to Trey right here about what he had to say about this game.
I mean, as a senior, you wake up every day just hoping that you just get another day. You never know what's going to happen with this COVID, any outbreaks or anything like that. But you just come here every day, thankful for, and just blessed to be able to come here and play this great game each and every day.
He's such a leader. I had a chance to talk to him about his teammates, and he said, as a younger player, he always looked up to the seniors, but he felt like with everything that COVID has brought on, all the uncertainty, that seniors are 10 times more important this season than ever before, and he said he accepts that role. And I walked away a Trey Roberson fan because he is such a well-spoken young man and very impressive, and I look forward to watching him not only this season but at the college level as well. He's a phenomenal talent and just a great young man, very impressive. Kickoff going to be taken out to about the 40-yard line, and the first half will draw to a close, but not before we light up the scoreboard for 63 points here in the first half. And the Warriors, well, they've got 42 of them as they've doubled up the Yellow Jackets. 42-21, they lead over the Oxford Yellow Jackets. As we head to halftime, when we come back, we'll check in with AHSAA's Executive Director, Steve Savarese, as he talks about the 2020 season. And we're off to a great start tonight in Alabaster. Football continues throughout the night.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. Ox Foundation Solutions will come up with the right fix for you. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
Students learn sportsmanship from us, our coaches, the administration of the school, the parents. That's how we learn sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the greatest tools that we can give our student athletes. It's respecting the game you're playing. It's respecting your opponent, respecting the field of play. That's what good sportsmanship is, and enjoying the game while you're playing.
This is the AHSAA Weekly. I'm John Holder. We are socially distancing, and we've got the mask on. We are with you this week from the Alabama High School Athletic Association offices in Montgomery, and we are pleased to spend some time as we kick off Athletics 2021 with the Executive Director of the Alabama High School Athletic Association, Coach Steve Savarese. And Coach, we're just a couple of days now away from beginning high school athletics, and for the first time ever, we're beginning it for the first time in 5 months. And so it's kind of a little bit strange, and it's a little extra special this year, I think, to kick off not only football but volleyball and track, cross-country season. It's an exciting time, I know.
Well, it's a very exciting time for the Alabama High School Athletic Association, all of our member schools, to have an opportunity for our kids to return to their childhood and enjoy those extracurricular activities that teach them so many lifelong lessons. You know, John, I've talked to so many coaches who have a different perspective on the season this year because none of us know what the future holds, but they're just very thankful that they get to play the first week. Hopefully the second week, more hope for the third. I haven't had one coach talk, and I just heard 4 coaches talk regarding the champion or the kickoff classic last week, and when not one of them mentioned winning a championship, but they all just, they discussed how happy they were to have an opportunity to play. So I think it's given us a renewed appreciation for opportunity and how quickly something can take it away from you. So our coaches have a different perspective. I know our kids have a different perspective, and it brings a total new perspective for our season this year. We're going to take it day by day, week by week, and enjoy every single day.
Coach, thank you for the time. Thank you for the leadership and all the staff here, Central Board, all of our great coaches and administrators across the state of Alabama for leading us through this, and looking forward to high school athletics in 2020.
Well, I want to thank y'all, and especially I want to thank from our staff, Ron Ingram, who coordinates this entire event, along with David Holtzford, who works with Ron. I'm very thankful for both of those individuals. Vince Early, I really appreciate WOTM taking a chance on us and working with us. And we couldn't ask for a better partner. I've come to really enjoy working with Vince, getting to know him as a friend, and his entire staff. They do a great job. You bring high school athletics to the state of Alabama, and anybody who's not part of this needs to be, because this is a great platform for television to broadcast, and we're glad that they could highlight the wonderful opportunity our kids have and the great job they do. So I'm very thankful to WOTM, the NFHS network, and everyone associated with this broadcast.
Coach Steve Savarese, Executive Director of the Alabama High School Athletic Association, our guest this week on the AHSAA Weekly.
Uneven floors got you rolling? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Without our contest officials, we would have no contest. I truly encourage our parents to be a shining example of sportsmanship regarding our contest officials and setting an example for everyone, as well as coaches and fans across this state, to treat our officials with respect.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
Our score at halftime, 42-21. Thompson with the lead over the Oxford Yellow Jackets. A special Saturday night edition of Drum & Company. Friday night rivals presented by Ox Foundations on WOTM. And tonight a very special night in Alabaster. A lot of things going on. We talked about Full Moon Barbecue being a great sponsor a little bit earlier. But this is the Go Gold Bowl. And a lot of folks have been asking, well, what exactly is the Go Gold Bowl? Well, we had a chance to talk to Thompson Athletic Director Vincent Pitts about this game and what it means to not only these two teams, but the community and the state as well.
Again, week one of high school football action, and again, it's the Go Gold Bowl. Thompson taking on the Oxford Yellow Jackets, a couple of defending state champions going head-to-head in what should be a marquee matchup here in week number one with Coach Vincent Pitts, who's the athletic director here at Thompson. And Coach, when you get into a game like this, of course, COVID has been the story of the offseason. How has this really influenced you as an athletic director to make these things happen?
Be patient and adapt, and I think we've done those things well. Our coaches have been fantastic. Our players have been fantastic. We've had a collaborative approach to designing and implementing our protocols, and things have gone well. And so we're excited to be at this point this week.
Well, Coach, a big game here in the Go Gold Bowl. That's what we're here to talk about tonight. And you pick up the defending 6A state champions. How does that come about, where you got a 1-versus-1 matchup to open up the season?
Well, luckily, Coach Freeman is able to, reach out to coaches across the state, and he and Coach Etheridge have a great relationship, and it was a natural fit. We try the best we can for this event to be great football. Last year we were able to design a doubleheader around the event. It was a great opportunity to raise money. This year we bring in the defending 6A state champions. It's a 1-versus-1 matchup, and so it's an exciting opportunity. And we kind of it's primetime football, 7 o'clock Saturday night, and so we're thrilled to bring them to town.
Well, Coach, of course, tonight's the Go Gold Bowl. You're raising money for a worthy cause. And talk about how people here are involved in really making something great happen.
Well, we've always been great supporters of childhood cancer awareness. We partner with Children's of Alabama and the Elaine Roberts Foundation, which is a local foundation. Elaine was a former student here, passed away of cancer. She played tennis for us, and so our support has just kind of grown over the years. We've done a tennis tournament in her honor, and we just wanted to find other ways to kind of, support that initiative. And we brainstormed one day and we figured we could make an event out of it, and so we did, and here we are in our second year.
And how can they get involved and help donate toward this?
Well, fortunately, we have television and we have the internet, and in 2020, it makes all things possible. But, last year we had some great events. We had a coin drive with all our different schools. They competed to raise the most amount of money. We had some great sponsorship dollars go to the event. Full Moon Barbecue is our title sponsor. They'll do that again this year, and so there were some great ways to raise money last year. Some of that's kind of been a problem for us this year, just because we don't have kids in school every day. We've started a week later or 2 weeks later, and we'll continue to raise money through September. But for the purposes of this event, our website, warrior-foundation.org, you can click the Donate Now button and you can donate online.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. Ox Foundation Solutions will come up with the right fix for you. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
Students learn sportsmanship from us, our coaches, the administration of the school, the parents. That's how we learn sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the greatest tools that we can give our student athletes. It's respecting the game you're playing. It's respecting your opponent, respecting the field of play. That's what good sportsmanship is, and enjoying the game while you're playing.
Halftime of this special Saturday edition of Friday Night Rivals. Drum & Company bringing you this action tonight. What a matchup. Thompson and Oxford, 42-21. Our score at halftime. A 3-touchdown lead for Thompson. And, Mickey, when you look at this first half, they jumped out to that 3-touchdown lead. And since then, it's been kind of back and forth by both teams.
Quarter, Tommy, Thompson came out of the gates, and they were on fire offensively, and they did outscore Oxford 21-0 in that first quarter. Then you move to the second quarter, it looked like a completely different Oxford offense, and it was a 21-21 second quarter. But, of course, the problem for Oxford is Thompson put those 3 touchdowns on the board in that first quarter. So they've got the 3-touchdown lead here at halftime, and they get the ball to start the second half.
And I think one big key to it, we talked about it early, the guys in the trenches early on for Thompson were just dominating Oxford. Their defensive front was really taking it to the Oxford offensive line and vice versa. But it seems like the guys down there have kind of kind of settled in and really got into a rhythm. I think the line has played extremely well in the second period, especially for those Yellow Jackets.
Well, the momentum really shifted quickly to Thompson in this game. If you were with us at the beginning of the game, Oxford got the kickoff to start the game. Tommy, remember they had that 4th and 1 at their own 40. Coach Etheridge elected to go for it. They didn't make it, and then it seemed like that kind of just got an avalanche of momentum going Thompson's way that lasted the entire first quarter. Then in that second quarter, Oxford finally got something going rushing the football, and it was with their quarterback, Trey Higgins. He really was able to help the offense gain some confidence by running the football, and of course he had the 3 touchdown passes in that second quarter as well.
Hey, let's check out some of the first half action that we've had, and it has been full of action. Again, early, that Oxford offense really unable to get anything going. The turnover deep in their own territory on 4th down, and Crockett makes them pay with the first touchdown of the night. Then Thompson gets the ball, wide open receiver in the end zone. Trey Roberson goes in quickly. It was 14-0, and then they strike once again, going long for the pass there, and finishing it off. Marcus Harrell turns it, goes to the left side, make a little spin move there at the 2, and he'll go into the end zone. And quickly, it was 21-0. Oxford looked well out of sync, but here's how you do it. You go deep to your SEC caliber player.
Yeah, Rock Taylor, they finally got him involved that play, and then, of course, some other plays in the second quarter. But it seemed like every time Oxford punched, Thompson had the counter punch. Again, a great second quarter of football. Oxford just kind of didn't show up in that first quarter. But again, some momentum for the Yellow Jackets, showing the heart of a champion, Tommy. They were on the ropes there after that first quarter, and they did not quit. And, of course, Thompson again had the counterpunch every time Oxford threw something their way. Just a great, great football game here between 2 defending state champions.
A lot of great athletes on the field, and you see play after play from Higgins and Taylor and Harrell and Crockett and all these guys. And this was a key play right here because only about 19 seconds left in the first half. And you see this run after the kickoff, and again, a tremendous play by Pepins to set up Thompson in scoring territory. And a couple of plays later, they go with the draw on the left side and pulling him into the end zone. Trey Roberson pulls Crockett into the end zone, and it's a 21-point lead once again for the Thompson Warriors. When we come back, special treat for both the Yellow Jacket fans and the Warriors as we continue with high school football.
I got back my smack talk touchdown hole-in-one 3-point home run, hat trick pavement pounding record-setting goal across the finish line. Because Core didn't give up, I didn't give up, and I certainly didn't give in. I'm gonna get back to doing what I love. I'm gonna get back to winning.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
Students learn sportsmanship from us, our coaches, the administration of the school, the parents. That's how we learn sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the greatest tools that we can give our student athletes. It's respecting the game you're playing. It's respecting your opponent, respecting the field of play. That's what good sportsmanship is, and enjoying the game while you're playing.
42-21 our score here at halftime. Thompson leading over the Oxford Yellow Jackets in the Go Gold Bowl. here on the Saturday night. And again, a great night for football. We talked about it. Being back in action, Mickey, has been so much fun just to have an opportunity to play high school football. So many times this summer we weren't sure if we were going to get this opportunity at all. So we're just glad to be back, aren't we?
And this game is really living up to its billing, Tommy. We talked about these two teams being defending state champs. We're going to see a little bit more about that in just a moment. Of course, they're picked to contend again this year in their respective classifications and playing some great football here in their season opening game.
Hey, but they got here last year, and by the way that they played in their program, 2019 was a tremendous year for both Thompson and for the Oxford Yellow Jackets. So let's go back and kind of revisit how their 2019 campaign took place.
Let's go to the first half, though, and we'll begin right off the bat. Here's Johnny Morris taking it out to the goal line for a 29-yard run from the 1-yard line all the way back out to the 34-yard line. Here's Oxford. This is J.B. Carlisle. You'll see him a lot in these highlights with a big run, a strong run, and then here's a big play in the game. This was Carl Fontroy with a pick at the goal line, returned it all the way back out to the 42-yard line. Trey Higgins, the outstanding quarterback of Oxford, is finding some tough going against that Spanish Fort defense. And then here comes J.B. Carlisle again, a 13-yard touchdown run to give Oxford a 7-0 lead, 2:05 to go until halftime. This is Chris Abrams-Drain, a 27-yard run, taking it deep into Oxford territory. And then we see a touchdown pass, or a potential pass for a touchdown, trying to line up for a touchdown. But right before halftime, a 40 or 35-yard field goal from Tanner Kesey is missed, and Oxford continues to lead it 7-0 as we go to the half. In the third quarter, here comes Spanish Fort again on the move, and we're going to see a touchdown throw into the end zone. This is Morris, Johnny Morris, a touchdown pass from Abrams-Drain to tie it at 7-7. Look at this catch by Rock Taylor in double coverage, but then a block, almost a kick six. This ball goes all the way back to the 2-yard line. That's where Micah Gaffney picks it up. Comes down the same sideline as Chris Davis, knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line, a 96-yard return. Then a fumble into the end zone, recovered by Spanish Fort for the touchdown, reviewed, and it stands. Oxford on the ensuing drive. This is another play that was reviewed, as it was Carlisle about a half of a foot short. But the Oxford defense holds, and they get the ball back with less than 2 minutes to go in the game. Here's the MVP, Zay Britt, doing it not only with his legs, as you see here, a big run to take it down to the 15-yard line, but also he hands it off, and he hands it off to Traquan Fagans with a 5-yard, actually a 3-yard touchdown run. The extra point, they just talked about it, from Andrew Warhurst was good. Then on the pooch kick, it was fumbled by Spanish Fort. Oxford recovers. They run the clock out, and Oxford wins their first state championship in 26 years. I'm going to take you and show you some of the first half highlights. We go take you to the first quarter, and we're going to see fumbles with the story of the game. Early on, both teams had fumbles. You see a fumble there by Central Phoenix City. Another fumble by Central Phoenix City. These early turnovers were very costly for the Red Devils. But here's the story of the game. This quarterback right here, first-year starting quarterback for the Central Phoenix City Red Devils, is Sawyer Pate. He was the APS MVP of the game. He was also the MVP of the game from the Alabama High School Athletic Association at the Super 7. In the first half, just laser. He was Danny Werfel-like. He had 11 of 16 pass completions for 182 yards and 2 touchdowns just in the first half, as we had Central Phoenix City down very early in this game, 23-7. That 23-7 lead by Thompson was really insurmountable. They went in 23-7, kind of hung on the second half. Both the defenses taking over in the second half, and basically Central able to get 1 touchdown, but it was all Thompson. First half, second half, offense, defense, running the ball, throwing the ball. Just a very impressive performance by Mark Freeman and his team there, and especially in the second half. JoJo Gaithers, you see Gaithers there, number 22 of Thompson, had a tremendous second half. Hard working running back. And then we see the long touchdown pass here. A long pass all the way down to the 11-yard line, setting up another touchdown. There's Gaithers, JoJo Gaithers, number 22 in white there for the Thompson Warriors. Had a big time in the second half. A lot of huge runs in the second half to get first downs. A lot of times it was third down, and he would get 4 yards where they needed 3.5. And there you see the state championship trophy, the blue map. That's what we're talking about because there's a blue outline of the state of Alabama.
So this is our family house. This is where we come to have fun, to get away from work, to get away from everyday life. When we come here, we just like to relax, spend time with the kids, go swimming, and just not have to care about anything. We want this to be a carefree place.
Being so close to the lake, you get a lot of the rainwater drain off, and the crawl space is just always damp and musty.
We felt like our allergies were getting worse, and we just weren't real happy with what was happening to our house. When we looked at the wood, it had a little bit of rot and mold, and we just knew that there had to be something with the air quality in our house that we had to take care of. It's hard to find a contractor that will come out to this area and be responsive and really take care of your needs. Ox Foundations gave us an appointment right away. They showed up on time
And proposed a solution that we've been thrilled with and we will be thrilled with for many years to come.
When you walk in the house, the air conditioning is cooler because it's less humid. When you go down into the crawl space, it is clean. It is absolutely pristine. It looks like the wood joists are brand new.
All the columns, all of the supports that we had, every piece of it was encapsulated, which gave us more confidence in the company that we selected, and very happy with Ox and the attention to detail that they took in the job.
This is our family home and we want it to last for generations. Our house is Ox strong.
Tonight's matchup between the Oxford Yellow Jackets and the Thompson Warriors, brought to you in part by Ox Foundation Solutions, also by Drummond Company, brought to you again by F&M Bank, and by Metro Goals. High school football on WOTM TV. Thompson doubling up the Oxford Yellow Jackets 42-21 here at the break of the Go Gold Bowl. Tommy Wood along with Mickey Shadricks here on this Saturday night edition. Friday night rivals, again presented by Drummond Companies. You know, it's game one as we get things started here on the 2020 season. First off, let's look at this Oxford schedule. They'll be back here next week, and again, the Friday night rivals game. Chris Stewart and the gang will have the game at Pleasant Grove. Going to be a tough ball game for the Oxford Yellow Jackets as they take on the Spartans there. Then it's time to play some region games. Scottsboro, they go to Southside and Pell City back-to-back week. And then you look toward the end of the season. Oxford has several home games. They've got Gadsden City at home on the 25th of September. They're open a week. They get Arab coming in. They get Springville coming in. They go to Fort Payne. That is their last road game of the regular season. And let's circle that calendar right there at the end. That 10-29 game, that is a Central Phoenix City, and they will be at Oxford. That is going to be another game that we're going to have for you on WOTM. And man, so many implications there. You got Patrick Nix, the coach at Central Phoenix City. Keith Etheridge, of course, at Oxford. They've seen their share of battles between the two, and that's going to wrap up the regular season there on that final Thursday night of the regular season. So tough schedule for Oxford, especially out of conference, as they take on so many teams that are really not in their region, and they've really beefed up the schedule there. Thompson on the other side, they will travel to Sparkman next week, as they will go there. That is a Saturday night game as well. They'll play next Saturday night at Sparkman. Also, second week the following week will be Tuscaloosa County at home. They travel for back-to-back games to Spain Park. That game coming up the next week on the 18th when Thompson goes to Hewitt-Trussville. Boy, you're talking about talent on the field that night. That is going to be an amazing game. If you were anywhere around, you'd want to check out that game for sure. Mountain Brook, those two games right there, that's a tough stretch because the Mountain Brook team is supposed to be very tough as well. Vestavia Hills, they go to Gadsden City and to Oak Mountain and then finish out the year. And they will take on Hoover there to wrap up the year. But, you know, both of these teams really having tough schedules throughout the season, and that is what championships are made of, and that's how you get ready for those championship runs in the playoffs. The pooch kick this time hangs up forever, and I believe Oxford may have jumped on it. It was not played correctly by the return team, and that is just like an onside kick, and I do believe that getting on it, and it will be the recovery by Chanston Holyfield. It just bounces away
sits there, it seems like forever, and Holyfield out of nowhere going to scoop it up, and Oxford gets the first big break of the second half, Mickey.
This is a huge break because we talked about the fact that Thompson had ended the first half with a touchdown. They were going to get the ball to start the second half. Well, now kind of a fluke kickoff here, and the Yellow Jackets get the first big break of the game. And if they can cash in, what a huge momentum boost to begin the second half.
There's Trey Higgins, a great first half for that senior. First down and 10, just outside the 25 at the 26-yard line. Higgins brings him in motion, goes around, going to run the option to the left. Now pitches it over to Britt. Britt cuts it back, and he is walloped. My goodness, what a first half, and now beginning the second half. Peter Woods has been everywhere for this Thompson Warrior defense.
And you got to give credit to defensive back Tony Mitchell. He came up that time and kept containment on the play, which allowed that young man, Peter Woods, to finish off the runner and stop it for a 2-yard loss.
They list him at 6'4", 273, and he's able to chase down folks in the backfield. He is an amazing athlete. Again, Peter Woods, what a talent for this Warrior D. Second down and long. There's another talent right there as well. Rock Taylor on the outside as you got Higgins bringing him up. Second down and long. Back to the running game. It's Higgins, quarterback draw. Not a lot there that time. Got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it, as he will be dropped. And it's going to bring up third and long for the Yellow Jackets.
I'm sure the Thompson defensive coaches had a little conversation with the defense at halftime about paying attention to number 3 on the zone read, because he is really what got Oxford's offense going in that second quarter. That time, Thompson was able to wrap up Higgins before he could break loose on the play.
Wide outs to either side. Big third down play here. You want to take advantage. You got a kind of a gimme possession here to open up the second half.
Going to have to hurry or burn a timeout.
I don't believe they're going to get this play off. It's down to 1. Somehow gets the snap. Nope, did not. Did they have to burn a timeout? Let's see. Did they get the timeout in time? 10:28 left in the third period. They do get the timeout in time. Let's take the break. Again, the special Saturday night edition of Drummond Company Friday Night Rivals presented by Ox Foundations on WOTM. Football continues in a moment.
Uneven floors got you rolling? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel line.
Higgins from the shotgun. Big third down play here for the Yellow Jackets. Got the football inside Thompson territory, inside the 30, now facing a third and long. What do? You go up top to Rock Taylor, and a little too long. Could not run under at that time. That'll bring up fourth down. As he looked for Taylor, had a little step over there. And again, Mickey, if you look at it and you're Trey Higgins, you like your odds. To me, when you throw it up to Rock Taylor, there are no such things as 50-50 balls. I mean, you're 75% sure he's going to try to get the ball.
Yeah, you got to like your chances if you can get the ball in he's got a pretty wide, as they say, catch radius. And that time, though, the pass was a little bit too deep for even Rock to go get. But here a fourth down, Tommy, but the ball's at the 28. Oxford already down 3 touchdowns here in the third quarter. Why not go for it?
They will do that. Back is Higgins. A little bit of pressure up the middle. Throws it late and incomplete. That time the pressure came right in his face and just nowhere to get rid of the football. He tries to find Britt across the middle. And you just see a good spin move on the outside, and Higgins just had to unload on it. And that is going to be incomplete, so the turnover on fourth down goes back to Thompson.
Great defensive stand there by the Warriors as they had the miscue on the kickoff to begin the second half. But their defense comes out, they get the job done, and they give the football back to their offense. Coach Freeman has to be pleased with his defense going out and getting the job done there.
That is a big stop for this Thompson team. This time they'll go right side, and not a whole lot of running room that time. They tried Franklin. So he'll get the start here in the second half. Got about a yard. That was it. The defense coming up big for the Yellow Jackets.
Well, Franklin's a big dude, 6'2", 220, and just a junior. Haven't seen him much tonight because Crockett has played so well. Crockett with 3 touchdown runs in that first half.
Pretty good depth in the backfield. Coach Mark Freeman. Thompson leading by 21. This time, Harrell runs a screen. There's Roberson with it, and he is going to be dropped. That is a good play right there. Miguel Mitchell had his troubles early, and we've seen him come up really through midway of the first period and on. He has really played an exceptional ball game here tonight for the Jackets.
This is great open field tackle, one-on-one here. Nice closing speed. He wraps up, doesn't give the receiver a chance to break free and gain additional yardage. As you said, Tommy, great play there by the junior Miguel Mitchell.
It's a big third down here. Jackets can try to come up with a stop and get the football back. It's Thompson. Go, of course, from the shotgun. Harrell throwing it. Got a man. Oh, incomplete. Looked over here on the near side as he was trying to find Crockett, and he was cut off in the route, nowhere to go, and now Thompson's got to punt the football away.
Good defense against the wheel route. And Tommy, is this scoring fest all of a sudden turned into a defensive struggle here?
You know, would that not be something? I mean, if all of a sudden nobody can score. Yeah, good defensive stands by both teams. So, again, it's punting time, and I believe this may be our first time we've seen a punt from Thompson.
I think you are correct.
Jackets come up with a stop. Snap is good. The punt. Fair catch called for. They get away from it, let it roll. It gets an Oxford bounce, and the Jackets will take over first down and 10. So after the scoring fest to end the first half, both teams come up empty on their initial drives here in the second half. So we'll get a second look at that Oxford offense. As they come out, we want you to take a look at number 75. That is Braden Joyner. He is a 6'3", 330-pound sophomore and has been offered by pretty much everybody in America. He's up front. We'll take a look at him in just a moment. Trey Higgins there, but there's Joyner. You talk about a mountain of a man, and he has been offered by every SEC school as well as all over the nation. They'll go the right side, and that time not a whole lot of running for Ciosi, as the other big-time recruit, the #1 recruit in 2022, makes the stop there, Jeremiah Thompson.
Yeah,
Alexander, I should say.
We haven't called Alexander's number too much tonight. Oxford's done a good job of getting a body on him whenever possible, but that time Alexander with the play behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down and about 11 to go for the Jackets. Back to pass. Rolling near side. Higgins in trouble. Dumps it off. Got his man. What a catch by Ciosi into midfield. And he is into Thompson territory. If Higgins has a half a second able to lay that out, he may still be running. But look at the pressure all around Higgins when he releases this football. There are 5 jerseys around him.
That is outstanding job by Higgins and Ciosi to lay out and bring that in. That is a huge play for the Oxford offense.
As they will move it inside Thompson territory to about the 48-yard line. After picking up the First Bank of Alabama first down, they've got it first down and 10 now. Play clock winding down. Gonna have to hurry. And let's say he got it off. Goes Elston right side. Elston breaking tackles. Tough running for Elston. And he will take it inside the 35 to about the 34-yard line. Good run off right tackle.
Tommy, this is the longest run from scrimmage by anyone for Oxford other than Trey Higgins. They finally get somebody loose in the running game. Rodriguez Elston with a nice pickup there and a first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Another First Bank of Alabama first down. They have it inside the 35 at the 34-yard line. Jackets getting a little something going. Split out to either side. This time Higgins will keep it left side, turns the corner, breaks one tackle, and scampers out of bounds at about the 25. He'll pick up good yardage there as well. A gain of about 8, possibly 9, sets up a 2nd and short.
Trey Higgins has just played outstanding ever since this second quarter. He had 3 touchdown passes in that first half, all in the second quarter, 2 of those to Rock Thomas. But I think his biggest contribution, Tommy, has been carrying this team's rushing attack and giving this Thompson defense a reason to not just totally lean their ears back and come after him.
2nd down and a yard. Higgins, quarterback draw again. He's got his 1st down and more. Takes it inside the 20-yard line, 15. He'll go out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. And again, it is a Metro Goals red zone visit for the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Hey, don't forget, Metro Goals specializes in manufacturing sporting equipment. They've been doing this for over 40 years. You can check them out online, metrogoals.com. But good blocking, good patience that time by Trey Higgins. Kind of let the blocking develop and then scooted through the hole. Jackets got something cooking here. At about the 13-yard line. Higgins steps back. Going to throw it out in the flats. Catch is going to be made. And that's going to be Daly. Good move there at the 5, and he'll go in the end zone. That is a huge move, and it'll take Daly into the end zone for a Farmers and Merchants Bank touchdown for the Yellow Jackets.
That is a great move by Daly. Good mix of play calling on this drive as well, but nice move there and another move there. And I tell you, this doesn't look like the same Thompson defense we saw in the first half. They seem a little bit of a step slower here. Oxford definitely with a big score here. A lot of football left to play in this game, Tommy.
A couple of great moves, gets him into the end zone, cuts into that lead. Extra point coming up, and it's right through there, 42-28. The Yellow Jackets slice into that Warrior lead. We've got ourselves a ball game. It's a special Saturday night edition of Drum & Company Friday Night Rivals, presented by Ox Foundations on WOTM. Jackets making a run. Warriors coming up next.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
Welcome to the award-winning Chocolaca Park in Oxford, Alabama. We believe Chocolaca Park is the place to be, and our fans agree, describing the park as breathtaking, professional, and fun for all. With plenty of parking, restrooms, concessions, and a top-notch staff, we are confident your experience will be second to none. Join us today at Chocolaca Park.
The WOTM Game of the Week brought to you by Ox Foundation Solutions. Also brought to you by First Bank of Alabama. From the fine folks of Full Moon Barbecue, F&M Farmers and Merchants Bank, and Drum & Company, bringing you the WOTM Game of the Week. Coach Keith Etheridge saw his troops fall behind by 21. You've got to be pleased if you're him, Mickey, because he's seen the resolve in his team. They will not go away. They're going to keep battling.
You know, if this game was a book, this got a lot of chapters to it. I mean, this game has really turned here in this third quarter, and this is going to be a very interesting possession for the Warriors.
Kickoff return, finding a little gap, 45-yard line. A great return out of there that time by Ryan Pepins, able to get great yardage as he is out near midfield for the Thompson Warriors. You look back at that drive, though, how impressive the Jackets were, and they were able to get into the end zone, 42-28. That puts a lot of pressure on this series right here for both sides.
Well, they've been able to that pressure that Thompson was able to create in that first quarter. Oxford has found a way to counter that, and it's been the legs of Trey Higgins, a lot of quarterback draws, a lot of zone read. So the game has kind of leveled out in that regard. So big possession here midway through the third quarter for the Warriors.
Connor Harrell, great read, throws it downfield inside the 45-yard line and down to about the 35 for another First Bank of Alabama first down. Look at this read right here. This is a run-pass option. He's got a receiver to his right, looks to him, and then comes back late over here in the flats. That is a great play by Connor Harrell. He's had a great night for the Thompson Warriors. Catch made by Mitchell there. They'll go back on the right side and running tough. And once again, that is the big guy that crashes in there, and that's Brandon Franklin at about 225 pounds. We have not seen Crockett in the second half.
Yeah,
that's one note there.
Yeah, I was just wondering maybe if there's something going on. We keep an eye and see if we see Crockett come back in the game. But right now, again, it is Brandon Franklin in there running back.
Second down right here. Clock rolling. 6 minutes left in the third period. Good look there at the quarterback. Making his first start tonight. Played behind Sawyer Pate last year. You've got to be excited about his future. Going to run it out here to the right side. Trapped. Goes back against the grain. In trouble in the backfield. Bounces off 3 tackles. And continues to run. My goodness. He will make something out of nothing and get inside the 25. He showed you a little bit of everything right there, Mickey. A little strength, a little elusiveness, some speed.
Playing with fire here as he tried to reverse field. I thought he was in trouble there, but missed tackle. There are 2 missed tackles, and then able to turn it into something respectable with all on his athletic ability.
Keep it here with a timeout. 5:36, and you know you've seen on offense all night long a great receiver on the outside. We talked about Trey Roberson, and we had a chance to visit with him earlier this week and talk a little bit about tonight's matchup with the defending 6A state champions.
I see a bunch of guys who can fly around the field. You know, they got athletes all over the field, offense and defensively. But I feel like we got the same thing here, and so it'll be a good matchup this upcoming Saturday, and it'll be a fun one to watch.
He has had a great first half, especially, and had a couple of great catches in the first half. One for a touchdown. Then he, of course, helped one time. You got to look at him there in the huddle as he was able to pull Crockett into the end zone for a big touchdown there before that.
You know, Tommy, we'll take this time to mention these 2 teams have met one time in their history. One time. And it was in a state championship game back in 1982 when both teams were in the 3A classification, when there was only 1A through 4A in the state of Alabama.
Right.
It was a much different game than what we're seeing tonight. Thompson wound up winning the 3A state championship 14-11 over Oxford. Oxford had an 11-7 lead in the fourth quarter. Arthur Johnson went on to be an all-SEC safety at Auburn, scored the winning touchdown for Thompson that night. But that's the only meeting between these 2 teams in their history. And tonight's meeting, the second meeting, boy, a totally different kind of football game.
Yeah, I think we had that many points in the first 3 minutes of the game. And, wow, a long time ago. And right here you're seeing Thompson try to get another win over Oxford straight and keep ahead in this in the series. Big stop right there. It looked like for a moment there, breaking to the outside was going to be Franklin, but that man again, Miguel Mitchell, comes up to make another big stop.
I tell you, I'm with you. I am wondering where Mr. Jarrett Crockett is. 3 touchdown runs in that first half. He was the dominant rusher in the game in the first half, but so far we have not seen him.
I wonder if he might have hampered some type of little injury there in the first half. Maybe may be the show of the second half for Brandon Franklin. This time Franklin goes right side. He's hit. And he will fall forward inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. That is Crockett.
That's a Crockett sighting, Tom.
Yeah, we have had our Crockett sighting, and he is there as he will fall forward for a couple of yards inside the Oxford 20-yard line.
Well, that answers that question. The young man's okay. Good to see him back in the game.
Just wanted an extended halftime break. He's back in there right now with 4:25 left here in the third period. Thompson driving at the 17-yard line. Second down at about 6. I'll go back to Crockett on the right side. Crockett trying to turn the corner. 15-10. He just kind of glides as he comes around the corner. Looks like he's not really running full speed, but nobody's catching him.
You think he doesn't have field awareness. He is turning the corner, and you'll see here, watch him look ahead to his blocker and point at who to get. See there? He knows exactly what's going on. He gets the block he needs, turns it into a nice game.
4:07 left here in the third period.
First Bank of Alabama first down, and that takes you into the Metro Goals red zone inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line. Warriors knocking on the door. Jacket defense trying to come up with a stop here. Harrell back, dumps it off. Catch by Roberson. Roburn is hit, and he will be ridden down at about the 7-yard line. Mitchell probably about tackle number 12 here in this ball game. He has been all over the place. Again, a junior, 6'3", his first start tonight as well. And he has played extremely well.
And that tackle, Tommy, I think it saved a touchdown, because if he doesn't get to Roberson, he's able to get some speed up, and he's probably into the end zone. So that was a big play there by Mitchell.
Second down and 7. Or second and goal, I should say, from the 7. Harrell, keeper, right side. Harrell into the end zone. He will scamper in for a Farmers and Merchants Bank first touchdown for the Thompson Warriors. Time just weaving his way in and out of traffic. He'll celebrate right there. Good blocking up front. Watch Harrell patiently turn it up, and he walks in. Thompson back on top by 20, 48-28.
What a night for this young man. He's accounted for 4 of his team's touchdowns, 2 running, 2 passing. And again, when Oxford seems to be coming back and throwing a big punch, Thompson is able to answer. This was a big touchdown drive for Coach Freeman's team.
Extra point is good, 49-28. Remember the name, Connor Harrell. He's making a name for himself tonight on the big stage as he leads Thompson to a 21-point lead over the Oxford Yellow Jackets.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
Welcome to the award-winning Choccolocco Park in Oxford, Alabama. We believe Choccolocco Park is the place to be, and our fans agree, describing the park as breathtaking, professional, and fun for all. With plenty of parking, restrooms, concessions, and a top-notch staff, we are confident your experience will be second to none. Join us today at Choccolocco Park.
High school football is back, and we'll continue our coverage next Thursday night. Daphne and the Davidson Warriors doing battle down in the south part of the state. Should be a great ball game. Going to be played at Ladd-Peebles. Can't wait to be a part of that. And you can catch it all here on WOTM next Thursday. Kickoff 7 o'clock. The Trojans and the Warriors doing battle. 21-point lead now for Thompson, taking it 49-28. Still got a few moments left here in the third period. As we have seen here in this ball game, teams are able to score quickly and in bunches. So this one far from over, I can tell you that. Kickoff to Daly. Daly out to the 35-yard line. He'll be spilled right there. First and 10 for this Yellow Jacket offense. See if Trey Higgins and Rock Taylor can get back into it. Of course, Daly with a big touchdown catch a little bit earlier. See those big guys up front there. They're trying to get that running game going. As we mentioned, Higgins, of course, leading the team in passing, obviously, as the quarterback, but also the leader in rushing as well tonight. 21-point lead for Thompson. We're going to try to mount a comeback here. There's Bobble on the play, and Higgins able to get back on it. They'll lose back to about the 31-yard line. So some confusion there between Elston and Higgins on the give.
Yeah, near disaster that time. Trey fortunate to be able to get back on the football. We saw him have a errant snap in that first quarter that he was able to go back and recover. Same thing there, loss of 4 on the play.
Second down and 14. Ball back at the 31-yard line. Higgins will have Elston to his right. drop back, set up the bubble screen. Catch is going to be made by Britt. Britt goes upfield across the 35. He'll take it out to about the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. Gain of about 7 on the play. Good play for Britt.
Pass complete to Warren.
As the senior able to get positive yardage there, and it sets up a more manageable third down for the Jacket offense.
Tell you, one of the keys to this game and this game stabilizing for Oxford has been the coaches adjusting and getting into that playbook and finding ways to slow down this Thompson pressure and this Thompson rush that was really killing Oxford in that first quarter.
Higgins back again, looking for the screen, dumps it off, catch is made, but nowhere to go for Elston. He'll be dropped right at the 38-yard line, and that's Jeremiah Alexander, of course, the all-everything outside linebacker for the Warriors, with a stop there.
And Oxford was able to do that with quarterback draws and with screens. That time, Thompson had seen it enough. They read it perfectly, come up with the big stop on the screen on third down.
You saw not only the linebackers react to that, but all of a sudden the defensive linemen up the field and then retracing their steps as Higgins will try to punt and pin Thompson deep. He'll get a pretty good roll inside the 20-yard line, inside the 15. Good roll as he will take it all the way down to about the 13-yard line. So good kick there for Trey Higgins. Can the Yellow Jacket defense come up with a stop here as the Yellow Jackets try to get a break as rain is moving into the area and into this stadium in a hurry. You see the ponchos right here, everybody trying to get covered up. As this time of year you got to get ready for pretty much at every stadium you go to, and the rain is falling here in Alabaster tonight. Here comes that Thompson offense. First down and 10. Ball back at the 13-yard line. There's Connor Harrell. So he will bring the Warriors to the line. Goes left side, banging across the 15-yard line out to about the 18-yard line is Franklin. As he will pound the left side, and it may be just an opportunity here to try to get somebody else to run the football a little bit and start breaking Franklin in, you know, to be able to spill, you know, to be able to give Crockett a break every now and then.
I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the way. You got a 3-touchdown lead. You're almost into the fourth quarter. And now you're almost start playing the clock more than you're playing the opponents. I expect to see a lot of running in the rest of the game here for Thompson.
Franklin will take it out to the 22-yard line. Got to set up a third down and about a yard. He's not going to be your dancer. I mean, he's going to be your power. He's the hammer they're bringing on the left side right there, and able to get 9 yards on a couple of plays. And I think they're going to get a good dose of Franklin here, as he will again continue to get some experience here. And they're winding down the third period. And Coach Mark Freeman says, "Hey, I think we're just going to sit back and not snap." You see him shake his head. Hey, we'll just take a break and get ready for the fourth period. So Mark Freeman says, hey, let's get a break here as we head to period number 4. Thompson leading by 21, 49-28. Warriors with a lead between the battle of defending champions here to begin the 2020 season. Back with more in just a moment.
I got back my smack talk touchdown, hole-in-one, 3-point home run, hat trick, pavement pounding, record-setting goal across the finish line. Because Core didn't give up, I didn't give up, and I certainly didn't give in. I'm gonna get back to doing what I love. I'm gonna get back to winning.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel line.
The Go Gold Bowl here in 2020 going on tonight at Thompson.
Again, thanks to all the sponsors, especially Full Moon Barbecue, Coach Vincent Pitts, allowing us to get in there and be a part of the Go Bowl here this year. Full Moon Barbecue, had a chance to eat there on Monday. Great food, great atmosphere, and a lot of fun there. But thanks for all they do for high school athletics. And again, proud to sponsor tonight's broadcast, Full Moon Barbecue. Fourth quarter just underway. Thompson with a football, leading by 21. You see that right there? Did you just catch that? When Harrell reaches up with the towel, he's trying to keep his hand dry. That was an orange tee. That was not the old tee of Thompson, by the way. That was the old orange from the place in Knoxville. That would be a Tennessee tee on that towel. It's orange. It's not the Thompson color. And again, a long first and 10. I'm sorry, right here. As Harrell will give it off. Falling forward again is Franklin. As he fights his way through. Look on the backside. Look on I think it's on the back. There was one in that huddle somewhere just a moment ago as they were in there. We'll have to do a little detective work. Somewhere on that Thompson offense, there's a Tennessee tee, so we'll have to chase that one down here a little bit later on. Second down at about 9. As we said, Harrell getting his first start tonight, and tell you what, we will have an opportunity. Drops it off to Roberson. Roberson, 35-yard line. He will take it to the 40-yard line, and that is good for another First Bank of Alabama first down. I think the guys have been able to find the tee. There we go. You see right there? See, you see it, Mickey? I saw the doubt in your eyes, but that is a tee right there.
No, I'm with you.
All right.
No question.
I'm not totally crazy yet. Again, a lot of colleges, I'll just say this, around the Southeast will know who this number 15 is before long because of the way we have seen him play here tonight. Drops back again, got some pressure, steps up, and that time steps into the pressure, and he'll be spilled in the backfield. That is a stop in the backfield by number 7, D.D. Davis, as he will get the stop. That time, you saw Harrell kind of, the two tackles had kind of converged in. He tried to split between them, and he gets dropped in the backfield. Second down and 15 now. Ball back on the 35-yard line.
Interesting call there on first down. They went to the air instead of running the ball. But Oxford had kind of picked up on what they were doing. They were starting to do some run blitzing. And so big loss here, second and 15. They back to the ground game here.
Go to Franklin on the right side. He'll pick up about 4. Sets up 3rd and 11. And that's another thing we talked about, the difference in this ball game. The offense changing and really slowing down the pressure. This Oxford defensive front has really gotten better as the game has gone on. In the first half, you remember, it seemed like Thompson could run at will, and now you're seeing this defense kind of make some things happen, and it's a lot tougher sledding in there.
And we mentioned in the open, they lost some key starters off that defensive front last year, so some young men growing up against a tough opponent here in the opening week of the season.
Back to pass, looking deep. Harrell going to chunk it down the middle of the field. Good throw caught by Roberson. Roberson makes a man miss at the 45. He will take it to the 40-yard line, and that is good for another First Bank of Alabama first down.
I tell you, Connor Harrell and this group of receivers has been extremely impressive tonight. It seems like every guy he's throwing to is 6'1", 6'2", and I want you to watch at the end of this play here. These guys are well coached. Look at him cover up when he feels the pressure coming in. He covers up the football. They haven't turned it over tonight. They had the miscue on the kickoff to start the second half, but other than that, no turnovers in this game so far for either team.
When Harrell decides to deliver the football, it's coming. I mean,
it is.
He puts some heat behind it and gets it to the receiver in a hurry, and that allows the receiver to do some damage after he makes the catch. Handoff goes on the left side. That's Crockett. He will spin and take it inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line.
So you're basically saying his ball has some zip on it, aren't you?
Man, he can chunk it. You know, we've seen him throw the deep ball well. We've seen him throw the bullets across the middle, and
the touch passes as well.
I mean, he is really impressed here tonight, and I think Mark Freeman has found his next in the line of some great quarterbacks that he's had, and I believe he's got another one right here.
You know, they pretty much ran the football in that first quarter. Then they came out, and then they just went. It became air warriors after that. They just went to the air and had a tremendous success throwing the football.
Leading
by 21. Harrell going to keep it. RPO flips it on the outside. Catch is made. And fighting forward, a gain of about 7, possibly 8 yards for Sam Reynolds. As he will bring it out there close to another first down. And Thompson working their way deep into Oxford territory again.
And running the clock. That is the big thing going on right now, Tommy. This is a statement drive. This is a control the game drive. And they've got a chance here on 3rd and short to pick up another first down and keep moving that clock.
We'll call it 3rd and about 2. They'll go hitting the backfield. I don't know. He did not get there. That is a good play defensively for the Yellow Jackets. That's going to be D.D. Irvin. No, looks like 52. And that is Malloy, sophomore in there, able to pursue down the line and get the stop. So it's going to set up 4th down at about a yard.
Offense not leaving the field.
Go for it here at about the 31-yard line. Play clock, as you see it rolling there, down to 10. You see Coach Mark Freeman sees that now, telling them to hurry up. They will. Left side, dives to that line. I think 2nd, maybe 3rd effort got him to the 30-yard line. That is good, tough running once again by Franklin as he's able to fall forward for the first down. Jackets did a good job defending it, but I think that 2nd effort able to get him the first Bank of Alabama first down. He will have the first down. Again, they had him around the legs, just could not bring him down. Clock continuing to roll. The 6-minute mark now. They have taken a lot of time off the clock on this drive. Harrell looking outside. Oh my goodness, almost picked off. It's Jordan Dobbins out there on the coverage. And that was that close to a pick 6.
That would have made it interesting.
No doubt. You see it kind of hang out there. Dobbins over and just cannot pull it in. If he catches that, he's 88 and out the gate. We've got ourselves a 14-point ball game. A timeout on the field. Looks like the heat break here with about 21, with the 21-point lead for the Thompson Warriors. So we'll take the break. Again, this is the special edition of Drum & Company Friday Night Rivals presented by Ox Foundations on WOTM.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. Ox Foundation Solutions will come up with the right fix for you. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
Got folks watching all over the state of Alabama in this Battle of Champions. Especially we want to thank the folks, the CTV beam viewers, WOTM channel 79, 286 HD. We appreciate them being tuned in. Hope you had a great night tonight watching this matchup between Thompson and Oxford. End off up the middle inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line.
Brandon Franklin up the middle.
We have seen a lot of that young man here in the second half. Brandon Franklin getting his share of carries here in the second. About 7 yards right here, and that clock continues to roll under 5:15 now. Harrell back, gonna go deep. Got a man in the end zone to catch. Did he make it? Yes, he did. A tremendous catch out there.
And that is going to be caught by J.B. Mitchell. Kind of a Willie Mays style. Had to turn his body around and able to get his hands on it. He pulls it in, and that is good for another Farmers and Merchants Bank touchdown for the Thompson Warriors.
Can't say enough about how just efficient this passing attack is on display here in this first game of the season for the Thompson Warriors. I mean, that is an outstanding kind of a back shoulder throw where only the receiver could get his hands on it. Great adjustment, kept the foot down. Just incredible effort tonight by Harrell and these receivers.
He turns his body about 4 different ways, but gets that foot down, and he takes that lead up to 28 now. Thompson 56 and Oxford 28. Another look. Harrell. Off it goes, and another touchdown for the Warriors as we continue in just a moment.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel line.
Home making you sick? Moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions can remedy any mold or mildew problem in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Football just getting cranked up here. Got a great season ahead of you. That includes next Friday night another chance to look at these Oxford Yellow Jackets as they take on the Spartans of Pleasant Grove in Friday night rivals on My 68. Gets underway at 7 o'clock. Brought to you by Drummond Company, Oxford and Pleasant Grove next Friday night. Kickoff at 7. 56-28 here. Thompson going to grab the first win of the year. Here with 5 minutes left in this one. Offensive juggernaut for the Warriors tonight. We've seen the Yellow Jackets make plays as well. Daly on the return out to about the 18-yard line. The Jackets will have it. We've seen a lot out of this Warrior offense to me, Mickey. You've seen the power running game. We've seen the spread attack. We've seen quarterback from Harrell just dropping dimes. That last pass, he put it exactly where it had to be. He has been on point throughout the ballgame.
They have really done about whatever they wanted to do. I mean, Oxford's had some good efforts on the defensive side, but this Thompson offense has basically been unstoppable. What, one punt all night for the Warriors?
Just one. They're going deep right here. Are the Yellow Jackets trying to find Britt? Had him down there, but he and Higgins unable to connect. But yeah, I'm just amazed at how first game, how efficient that offense has been. I mean, they've gotten the chunk plays. They've been able to just line up and just eat the clock on that last drive, and still just. I mean, they are just functioning at a high level here to open up the season.
And Connor Harrell getting his first start at quarterback. Tommy, we've seen improvement in him in this game, and he's just a junior. Imagine what this kid may look like by the end of this season.
He is going to be fun to watch. This time Higgins around the right side looking for running room and finds it. Higgins outrunning defenders, goes to the right side, stiff arm there. Higgins to the 40-yard line, 30-yard line. A tremendous run by Trey Higgins, gets it to the 10, 5, and he will go in the end zone. What a run by Trey Higgins for a Farmers and Merchants Bank touchdown for the Oxford Yellow Jackets.
Higgins with his first rushing touchdown, but he's thrown for 4 touchdowns tonight. We mentioned the night Harrell's had for Thompson. Well, if not for Trey Higgins, Oxford would not even have had a chance in this game. I don't know if he's had a better overall game in his Oxford career. He has been outstanding against as tough a competition as you can play in the state of Alabama.
Well, we talked about towels earlier, and Higgins has got one on the back that says bye-bye, and that's exactly what he does on that play as he runs into the end zone. A great run by Higgins to take it to 56-34. He's showing you the towel. He's showing his teammates. That's what he means as he runs it into the end zone. Great run there by Higgins
to cut into that lead with 4:31 left. Britt puts it down, kick is up, and it is wide to the left. And 56-34, our score will remain here with 4:31 remaining in the ball game. The rain is coming down. Points are going up. It's been a busy night here as we have brought you some exciting action here from the Go Gold Bowl. Higgins scores for the Jackets. Still time to play. Jackets down. Thompson with the ball when we come back.
I got back my smack talk touchdown hole-in-one three-point home run, hat trick pavement pounding record-setting goal across the finish line. Because Core didn't give up, I didn't give up, and I certainly didn't give in. I'm gonna get back to doing what I love. I'm gonna get back to winning.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel line.
You are tuned in to your exclusive TV home for AHSAA championship events. We've got your Super 7 from Bryant-Denny Stadium coming up in December. And basketball championships as well. Hey, don't forget, folks, if your cable provider does not provide you with WOTM, then you need to give them a call and say, what are we doing here? We've got to get these championship games, so give them a call and make that happen. Here are the Jackets kicking off. Thompson with the football. And out to about the 32-yard line. They'll start the drive there, 1st and 10. But I'll just ask you, Mickey, coming in this ballgame, I expected some offense. Did you expect 90 points of offense?
No, I did not. I did not expect to see the type of game we've seen. And to be honest, first game of the season with all the things surrounding high school football, with what we're all going through, to see these two teams come out and execute the way they've executed. Again, we haven't had a fumble. We haven't had an interception. We had the one miscue on the kickoff in the second half. Other than that, these two teams have played a very clean, not a whole lot of penalties in the game. It's just been a great game for both sides.
We'll go to Crockett on the right side. He's going to bounce out now. As soon as you say that, there's a fumble. It's loose and going to be recovered by Oxford. The Yellow Jackets have recovered at the 26-yard line. The rain is coming down. Now, look here. We've got 4:13 remaining. And the ball just slips out. Jackets have it. They'll try to get into the end zone here. Good recovery there for the Jackets.
Sorry, Thompson fans. Didn't mean to jinx you here. I'm not sure anybody even got a hand on it. He just dropped it.
Yeah, just, again, as we said, the rain is coming down, and that thing is slick. And as he tried to switch hands there, just loses control of it. And here's Oxford with a chance to cut into the lead. 56-34, you see the score there. First down, movement on the right side. That's going to be the right tackle, Kirksey. Comes up out of his stance. He'll take it back 5 yards.
So I was just talking about no turnovers and very few penalties. And then here we have a turnover and a penalty back-to-back. But it did take the rain
that's why we pay you the big bucks right there, just because you saw it come. But, how many times do you hear coaches say, hey, at the first of the year, the defense is always ahead of the offense? I don't know that either one of these coaches can say that after this game. Back is Higgins, going to throw it out. Catch is going to be made by Britt inside the 30-yard line. He's hit at about the 25, and he'll be dropped right there. Gain of about 6 on the play.
Tommy, I said in the beginning that at the end of this game, both of these teams would know a lot more about themselves at the end of this game. And I think that's even more so after the way this game has played out. I think both of these teams are going to have a lot to build on as they go into week 2. And they always say week 1 to week 2 is your biggest improvement. My goodness. Where are these two teams headed? It's going to be really interesting to see.
I'm going to tell you, if you're a fan of either one of these teams, you've got to be excited about the season. Going to go toward Britt down in the end zone. Going to be a flag coming in. He was kind of forced out of bounds there, so I believe the Jackets
are going to get the first down here automatically, as they'll get the benefit of the penalty against the secondary for Thompson. They will get that penalty, move it inside the 20-yard line, trying to sort everything out here. But you got to think, if you are an Oxford fan, regardless if they come back and win this ball game or not, it's going to be a fun season to watch this Yellow Jacket team. Same way with Thompson. Man, they are just so explosive, and it's going to be a treat to watch both of these teams throughout this 2020 season. After the penalty, move it inside the 15-yard line. Look at this rain coming down. Some kind of poncho to get me to the car. As I tell everyone I'll melt. Oh, loose ball. It's on the turf. And I believe that Thompson has gotten on it. They have. That time the snap just never got back there. Kyle Pilkington, the center, and I don't know that he could get a grasp on it. Like I said, that ball is so thin, so slick right now.
Yeah, we were turnover free till the rain came.
Yeah.
Clearly, the elements caused these back-to-back turnovers here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, as he snapped, it just never, he slipped out of his hands. He couldn't even get it up to get it in the air, and that one just kind of rolled back there. You saw his hand slip totally off of it. So, again, the elements there. You know, you talk about Pilkington. He's got Austin Sanderson on his left. Those guys have been best friends since they were 3 years old. Their dads coached together at Lineville High School back in the day. They've been great friends. During the COVID, the two old coaches kind of got together and said, hey, we need our kids in shape. So Sanderson and Pilkington were put through really a training camp leading up to the season as they worked them out in a garage and got those two guys ready for this season for the Jackets. So the two old former coaches got together and said, hey, our boys need to get some work in, so let's bring out the coaching whistles and put them back through it. So Tim Pilkington, his dad, and is the dad of Kyle and Shannon Sanderson, the father of Austin, and they just really made some things happen and got those guys ready for the year. As the rain is really coming down in buckets right now. We've only got 2:50 left here in this ball game. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to get to the car, to be honest with you, as we get out of here. Handoff on the right side. They hand it to the battering ram in there, and that's going to be Franklin. He'll fight forward, and as the scrum keeps going, and so does he, and they'll finally ride him out to about the 29-yard line. And that's so fitting in this weather and the way this game has gone, as they just kind of made the scrum and fell forward. So they will let the clock roll here with about 2:14 remaining. You see the rain there. There's Keith Etheridge. The team's going to fall to 0-1. They're playing one of the top teams, obviously the top team in 7A right now, and ranked in the nation as well. Thompson is that program now that everybody's gunning for, and the Jackets have got a lot to build on as they continue after this game here tonight.
Outstanding facilities, outstanding atmosphere at Thompson, and the football team, and entertaining the fans that come out and support them this season. From what we've seen tonight, this is going to be a very fun team to watch, a very entertaining team, capable of going deep into the playbook. They got great runners. They've got obviously we've talked about Harrell and the receiving core and how efficient they've been tonight. Got some really big studs on the defensive side.
You know, and we talked about these two programs in the beginning, the tough ticket. The communities follow these programs so well. The tickets were put on sale. Of course, it was limited because of what we're going through with the pandemic. But they sold out of digital tickets in 45 minutes for this game because tickets were limited, and it's a tough ticket to come by. So in 45 minutes, they sold it out. Coach Keith Etheridge with a little smile there going, I don't know if it can rain any harder. It is coming down about as hard as I've seen it come down in a while. As we are into the final 2 minutes of the ball game. 3rd down and 3, they'll hand it left side and breaking it through and being brought down at about the 38-yard line actually. And that's going to be Franklin again, and that should about do it. As Thompson can start taking a knee here and start winding it down. As they will let things expire here, 56-34. Tremendous ball game here between these two teams. And like I said, it's so good to be back and enjoying high school football and seeing these guys get out here and do what they enjoy doing. Franklin goes out there trying to stay in bounds. He will slide down as he will get to about the 41-yard line. But, you know, Mickey, that's the thing about it. These guys have worked so hard to get to the senior year. I mean, you look at a guy like, for example, Connor Harrell or Jarrett Crockett. Jarrett Crockett is a senior. He has been waiting for the opportunity to be the feature back in this offense, and this is his opportunity. So it's so good to have a chance to see these guys get out here on the football field, and hats off to the AHSAA, the Department of Public Health, Department of Education, all those guys that had a hand in it, and these coaches for both of these teams and administration for putting all the effort into it so that these guys get a chance to do what they love doing.
That's really a great point. That's what really this is all about for me personally. I'm really pulling for these kids. I hope that we're able to keep this thing under control. I hope that fans will be aware of their surroundings and distancing and masks and all that. Just think about doing it for the kids so that they can get as much of a year out of this, hopefully a full season if possible, because these kids only get one shot at this, and the seniors, you want to see them have as normal a senior year as possible.
That's exactly right, and play as many games as they can. We'd love to see it last throughout the season and hopefully get to Bryant-Denny at the end of the year, but that's going to wind things up. 56-34, Thompson's going to get a big win tonight to open up the 2020 campaign, the Go Gold Bowl. And this is the thing that has been kind of happening over this last couple of days. You watch right here, I want to make sure you see the rule is, I think, that you can't do the handshake anymore, so a lot of teams are doing this right here, the 5-yard handshake, where you go out and you kind of reach out as if you're shaking hands across the way, and we're calling it the 5-yard handshake, as both teams come out and point to each other, you know, and just congratulate each other on a tremendous effort by both teams. What a game here tonight. 56-34, Thompson gets the win. We'll come back and wrap things up here in just a moment on WOTM.
Home making you sick? Moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions can remedy any mold or mildew problem in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
Students learn sportsmanship from us, our coaches, the administration of the school, the parents. That's how we learn sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the greatest tools that we can give our student athletes. It's respecting the game you're playing. It's respecting your opponent, respecting the field of play. That's what good sportsmanship is, and enjoying the game while you're playing.
A rainy night in Alabaster, and it was raining points here as Thompson gets a 56-34 win over the Oxford Yellow Jackets here in the Go Gold Bowl for 2020. You look back at this ball game, and what an exciting game we had, Mickey. 56-34.
the 22-point loss for Oxford, and they fell behind 21 early, and that's kind of the story of the ball game. Just could not catch up after that initial wave that hit them from Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson won that first quarter 21-zip. Other than that, Tommy, it was pretty much an even game from the second quarter on through the fourth. Trey Higgins really had to carry a lot for Oxford. We saw a much more balanced attack out of Thompson. Bottom line, for first game of the season, I was really surprised at how well these two offenses executed here in this game tonight.
Plenty of highlights to talk about tonight. Let's take a look at how it all went down. The first period, again, you look at Thompson, they get a big stop on fourth down. They go to Crockett. He crashes into the end zone for an early 6-0 lead. And then Thompson was not done. Trey Roberson gets the catch here from Harrell, who really was a phenomenal quarterback tonight. Harrell again with a touchdown. He throws it deep, dropping the deep ball in there. Able to scamper out here to the left. He's going to get a touchdown rushing here after the spin move at the 2. Thompson was off and rolling with a big 14-0 lead. Oxford, though, able to come back after actually a 21-0 lead. They go long to Rock Taylor, his first touchdown of the night. But Thompson continued to answer time and time again, Mickey. You look right here, Crockett out of the backfield, able to get in for the touchdown. And Oxford forced to go to the air game to try to get some points here, and Rock Taylor with another big catch.
What a game for these two quarterbacks. Trey Higgins carrying his team. You mentioned Harrell. Harrell had 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns in this game for Thompson, and then, of course, Crockett with the outstanding game as well. Just so many outstanding players in this game.
Plenty of weapons on both sides of the football for both teams. Great pass right here to Daly for another touchdown for the Yellow Jackets as they kept pace after that first period. Right here, though, right before halftime, a big key play in the ball game as you had the Pepins pick it up on the kickoff. Looked like it was going to lay there, and they were going to run the clock out. Instead, he's able to get a huge return into Thompson territory, and then they're able to get the running game going. And Trey Roberson with the assist to bring in Crockett for a big touchdown right before the end of the first half. Oxford gets a good break here to open up the second half on the botched kick, but the defense stiffened there. Oxford's defense played much better in the second half. Great catch here by Daly, even a better run after he makes the catch. Oxford continues to keep up, but it's just too much Marcus Harrell as he's able to scoot in for another touchdown, and then a well-thrown pass right here, drops it right in there for another Thompson score.
Oxford did pull to within 14 in that third period, but again, Thompson finishing strong down the stretch.
56-34, your final score. Thompson gets the win over the Oxford Yellow Jackets. And again, very big game coming up next week for Oxford as they take on Pleasant Grove trying to get their first win. That's going to be coming your way next Friday night on the Friday Night Rivals game. Should be a tremendous game. Oxford, I think, they found out tonight they've got some playmakers. Thompson found out they've got an excellent quarterback.
Again, I think both teams learned a lot about themselves tonight, have a lot to build on as they head into week number 2.
It's been a great night here from the Go Gold Bowl in Alabaster. Big win for the Thompson Warriors as they move to 1-0. Again, the Class 7A champions last year. They look primed and ready to make another run. Oxford, Class 6A, they can play as well. It's coming up throughout the 2020 season.